What is going on, everybody? How are we doing on this fine Saturday afternoon? What the crap is this? My name is Eric. Welcome to Q2C VR Gamer Live. We are a weekly VR talk show that normally airs live every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time to YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and in VR in the multiverse. What's going on, multiverse? How are you guys doing today? I hope it is working in there. If you cannot catch us live, you can always catch us afterwards on your favorite podcast platform. But as always, if you don't catch us live, you cannot win. And we do always have games to give away, and we definitely do this week. But before we go any further, talk about the games, talk about the show, let me say hello to my partner in all this madness, the contaminated quarantine Canadian himself, Todd Jackson. What's going on, Todd? How you doing, man? How you feeling, bro? How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling fantastic.
You feeling all right?
You got circumstances. Yeah.
You got a little deeper sound to your voice.
I know, right? I'm not even using my control board. It's just the way I'm sounding right now.
Yeah. So Todd has COVID. The big C.
Todd has COVID. Yeah.
How you feeling? You all right?
I'm just really tired. Can't beat the exhaustion.
Stop being a wuss. Look, we don't care. Nobody cares, dude. All right? I was just being nice and asking. I didn't really think you were going to answer and bore everybody with your problems. Like, oh, I got COVID. You know what I mean?
I got a really sore throat, dude. It's been really sore.
Oh, man. I do feel bad for you, dude. Your wife and your family are like out camping and you're quarantined at home. It's probably one of the most beautiful days in Canada. You don't get a ton of warm weather in Canada, but it's actually really warm there right now, right?
Yeah, it's beautiful out, which is good for them. They're all at the trailer having a good time at the pool and stuff. So that's good. It's good that we have that place where they can go and get away from me, and I can just stay here with the dogs and deal with this. So
yeah. It's good though that you'll get through it. Then you'll have the antibodies, and then you'll be like Superman.
Yeah, exactly. I got the triple vaccine, so I'll be fine.
Yeah, I see. So you're not. That's the whole idea with triple vaccines. You're supposed to be impervious now. So if you do get it, you're not supposed to get sick. You're just supposed to be like.
You're not supposed to go in the hospital and die, which I don't think I'm going to do. No.
I don't think you're going to do that anyway. Oh, too funny. But yeah, COVID sucks. We're definitely sorry that you're going through that. But in the end, it's not really my problem. It's your problem. I wasn't going to say anything about it, but D was like, Todd's trying to like completely like.
Dude, leave the poor man alone.
D was like, he's wussing out. He's being such a baby about it. And I'm like, come on, D, it's Todd. He's sick. Leave him alone. And she's like, I'm so much better.
I tried to take the day off, and D's like, nope, you can't take the day off.
Well, D doesn't want to run the panel again, man. She had to help me last week, and it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun.
It was madness, man. Madness.
Yeah.
And Diego Darko, the super fat game cat, says he's so ill it broke his green screen. I just didn't have the energy to do it today. So.
He's like, fuck it, I can't put my green screen.
I'm just blurring the screen. I don't give a shit. Yeah. And it actually looks okay. You can see what my room looks like. So
we did offer to give you the day off, though, just so you know.
They did, yes. But, they said I did not have to show up. But where's the fun in that?
Well, I know, right? I would prefer to have you here sick anyway. It's more fun that way. I can really make fun of you now.
Then you can really make fun of me.
You can't really defend yourself at this point because you don't feel good, so it's just easier for me.
I'm not quick enough to respond yet.
Well, anyway, we were super glad to be here.
Did you get watery eyes when you had it?
They
won't stop watering. It's driving me mental.
Years. I haven't had it. I got it like 2 years
like early on, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I got it when it was like still like the heavy duty COVID, like the bad strain.
First strain. Yeah.
I was pretty sick. I was like 10 days where I was like so achy and my body hurt and I was tired and I basically slept all the time. Like I was like, I'm quarantined for 10 days or whatever, or 2 weeks and didn't have to work. And I'm like, I'm going to do all this VR and stuff. It's going to be great. I got nothing to do. I'm going to be home. Dude, that's kind of so bad. There's no way you could even get in a VR headset back then anyway.
I recorded a video yesterday. And the whole time I'm just coughing and hacking and sneezing and sniffling. And I'm like, I can't use any of this. It sounds
I was going to say that makes for a great video.
Oh my God. I just deleted it. And I was like, forget it. I'll do it next week.
Screw it. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. We apologize that we had to move the show from Thursday to Saturday. I was away in Toronto at VRTO with some amazing people checking out some pretty forward-thinking VR stuff. VRTO is a young show in Toronto. That is building, and I hope for big things for it in the future. But it was a lot of fun, and I was very happy that I was asked to go and do it. and we'll talk a little bit about that later. But thank you, Todd and Dee, for delaying the show for me and then doing it today instead.
No problemo.
It's too hard.
It was weird on a Thursday night not doing anything. It was weird.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do with myself on Thursday. I'm like,
yeah. I had all these notifications pop up. You're going to be on the air in 3 minutes, and
no, we're not.
My lights in here do things just before the show, and they were all doing it, and I was like, I don't have to do anything.
Well, I had some people message me like, on Messenger and like through Facebook, and they're like, no show tonight. I'm like, no, we put it out there. We're going to delay it till Saturday. And they're like, oh my God, that's crazy. I'm like so expecting the show on Thursday. So when you change these things, it's a little tough because it's like, people get into a rhythm. And that's why it's something that we always try and do. I don't ever want to miss a week, and we haven't yet. We have not missed a week. Now, we haven't always been on Thursdays, but we've never missed a week, and I think it's important, and I try and make sure that we never do. Hopefully, we never do. But that means that this is episode 51, and we have never missed a week, Dee or Todd.
Yep.
So next week.
What we have missed, though, is broadcasting to Facebook. Right now, Facebook is broken. API error.
Again. Is that what it says? API error?
Yeah, API error.
API error. Lovely. Fantastic. I love Facebook.
So good old reliable Facebook.
Yeah. But it won't bother me because next week we have some cool things happening next week. We'll tease it real quick. We have Mateo 311 coming. And this is also going to be episode 52 next week. And holy shit, this young show, Q2C VR Gamer Live, that didn't actually start out called Q2C VR Gamer Live, is going to be 1 year old already. So congratulations, Todd, Dee. Congratulations.
That's super cool.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going to try and do a few things next week. We're going to mainly focus on Mateo because it's all about him. But after we talk to Mateo and we say goodnight to him, then we'll go on and we'll talk a little bit about our 1 year doing this show, and we'll talk about a few things, and hopefully we'll have some special giveaways for you guys. I'm kind of been working on some stuff to do something special for that night, and I think Dee and Todd were working on a little special video that we're going to be able to show.
We are. Progress is slow, given the
because you're sick.
I hope to have it done by that day anyway. So.
But it'll be fun, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun to celebrate a little bit. Like I said, it's going to be an amazing show because we've got Mateo on number one, but number two, it'll be fun for that too. So yeah, but thank you guys for joining us on a Saturday. We know it's not easy for people to get out and hang out on a Saturday because it's freaking beautiful out, and here if you're in the States, it's during the afternoon at 4 o'clock. If you're if you're overseas, then it's a little bit easier because it's more nighttime. But yeah, we appreciate it, and we have some cool stuff to talk about. We do have some cool giveaways, Todd. What are we giving away?
Today, we are giving away a key to AstroRoxx, a key to Painting VR, and a key to Eternal Starlight.
This is very cool. I actually haven't played one of these games on this list. I have not played Painting VR.
What?
Do you even VR, bro? You haven't played Painting VR?
Do you think I would even do? Let me ask you a question. I know I love all these developers. Thank you for donating these keys, but do you think I am going to go in and enjoy Painting VR?
You never know until you try, dude.
I don't do mellow VR. I'm telling you right now, I can't. We were talking about kayak VR last week, and I was marveling over how beautiful it is and how incredibly boring it is.
Yeah, well, there's no aliens, there's no guns, there's no
anything but eye candy. No, it's cool. It's a good game to get into.
It's an exercise eye candy game. Yeah.
Yeah, but I just don't do mellow in VR.
It's more of an experience than a game, I'd say.
I just need story, or I need something to pull me through, especially in virtual reality. I mean, I don't know. But I was never a mobile gamer. Do you guys do that? Do you guys play on your phone when you're bored and you're sitting around on your couch? Do you break your phone out and play fucking Candy Crush or whatever those bullshit games are?
I used to, but then I got sucked into the whole TikTok thing, and now I'm just flipping through videos.
No, that is brain damage in a phone, D. Don't even put those things on there.
Me and D send funny TikToks back and forth to each other because their TikTok is hilarious.
Check this shit out.
Oh my god! Please help me, God. We're gonna talk about some shit later that you guys are into. I just don't know.
Are we? Because it's not in the notes anymore.
Oh, it will be because it's in these notes. I have it right here, D. Right here. I don't need no sticky notes.
Your pen and paper.
Yeah, hell yeah. I just changed from one crazy pen and paper to another. But let's say hi to our chat and say hi to everybody that's here. We have Hussein X says, "Sup, people? Just letting you know, I'll be watching stream as soon as it starts, but we'll be in the middle of driving. Well, do me a favor, pull over, stop your car, pay attention. You're gonna want to be here listening to this. No, I'm just kidding. Be careful driving, and we hope we give you some enjoyment while you're driving. Hussein X, thanks for being here, man. Chris 9989 is here. Says early crew, awesome. Mike Newton is here. Chi-Town D is here, which should be Chinatown D. I'm not sure exactly what you're doing with your name there. But Paradise DK is here. This is kind of cool on a Saturday afternoon. We never get a chance to have PD stop in and see our show. And thanks for being here, man. We appreciate it. And it's kind of nice to be here every once in a while on a different day, on an earlier day. But welcome. And we hope you like the show. Traveling Man is here. The Academy of Language and Therapy and Life Coaching says aloha. Let's see, who else do we got here? Troy Gillis is here. What's going on, buddy? Ryan Brannon, Felipe rocking the baby, but he's lip reading as always because he can't talk. Diego Darko, Michelle B. Let's see who else. App J. Mepper is going.
Kimberly Werewolves in the multiverse, so that's working.
Hell yeah, multiverse is working. That's cool. We probably won't have any tasks in the multiverse today, but we'll say hey multiverse and hey Kimberly, thank you for being over there. We appreciate it. Ryan Brannon is here. Who else? Hendrix Toy is here. Nice. Orland Hooper. Orland Hooper's jacked, yo. Did I tell you that? I need a sound drop now for Orland Hooper's jacked, yo. It's one of my favorite things. Orland, how you doing, man? But he is jacked, D.
I know. I saw the picture.
Yeah. Z-Storm Games. Well, I keep saying Z-Storm Games. It's not Z-Storm Games. It's Z-Storm VR is here. He says, glad to see Assassin's Creed VR didn't get canceled, but sucks to see Splinter Cell go. And we're going to talk a little bit about Splinter Cell here in a little bit because it's one of our topics. And but yeah, that's cool. And it does suck that that Facebook isn't here. But anybody that normally would, if you're out there, if you're trying to find us on Facebook and you can't, you can still go find us on Twitch, or you can find us on YouTube. Or go
to. They had a technical glitch. She's over on Twitch.
Cool, man. Thank you for being there. We appreciate it. Substatica just rolled in. Sim did as well, and Marco Polo. Cool. So guys, we got those 3 games to give away.
This dude is jacked.
Orland Hooper is jacked. I love this shirt too, man. When he sent me the color and he's like, I'm like, that's a cool color, dude. I haven't had anybody pick that color yet. And we got some new pictures of people. Traveling Man sent me a photo of him in his shirt. That we need to get into the outro. We need to get Orland into the outro. So we got some work to do. Hopefully we'll have it ready for our 1-year anniversary show next week. So, all right, guys, let's kick off a little thing. I do want to say something because we had a little bit of a milestone for us this morning. We are going to be celebrating our 1-year anniversary of the show tomorrow, but of this YouTube channel, which basically we started the show in August, but basically just streaming to Facebook. But this YouTube channel, Q2C VR Gamer, basically was my YouTube channel, Mash Daddy Cool, and I did nothing with it. I had 0 views. I had no videos. I just had it out there to grab a channel. And then basically, we morphed it in November of 2021. We morphed it to Q2C VR Gamer, and so in 8 short months, we just hit 3,000 subs. Congratulations, guys!
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we've grown extremely well, and sometimes it's tough because you always want to grow like fast, and you always think you're like, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. You want to be faster and faster. But seriously, if you look back and you see where we've just started from as a young channel, again, just November, with no content, with 0 content, we've done incredibly well, and I'm proud of everything that we've done here. And I think this channel has really morphed into something special, and then something that we can be proud of. And we just keep getting better. I mean, we're still getting better. I know some of our videos are still a little young. It's difficult to go back and watch some of these other videos still now, but it takes time, right?
It does. It's quite a learning curve. I've gone through so many editing programs and so many hours of learning how to do the editing and how to properly put the cameras up and the lighting and you just learn so much. And I think that we've done this so fast that we've learned so much so quickly that I think it shows. But you're right, going back and watching some old stuff is pretty painful.
Yeah, it's super painful. Yeah, and I think we're growing the right way. I mean, we could literally, we could probably grow triple as fast if I just started jamming our Facebook group into this, YouTube channel. And some people might do that, and I'm not saying that would be wrong to do. It's just not something that me and Todd decided we wanted to do. We wanted to grow generically. We wanted to pull people over that were interested in what we were doing. We didn't want just the numbers. We wanted the viewers, and we wanted people who were going to be interactive, and we wanted to build a community here. And I think that's what we've done also. So I think we're doing it the right way. We could build faster if we wanted to. Trust me, we have 175,000 Facebook group that we own that we could just jam people in there every day. We could just hammer people over the head with it that they needed to join this sister YouTube channel to the Facebook group, and it would be easier for us to grow that way. And
Even
trust
as
me,
simple as making it a requirement to join the Facebook group, you have to
Yeah, exactly.
do that.
Yeah,
They're not
and
doing
trust me, I've been tempted many times, and I've always talked myself out of it. And and it's not something. And me and Todd have spoken about it several times. Not something we ever wanted to do. We wanted to grow the right way, and I think we're doing it the right way. And I'll pat myself and yourself on the back for that. And then changing it over, we brought Dee in to help us with the YouTube channel, and she's doing a great job. We appreciate it, Dee.
I try, and it's seriously one of the best things to happen to me in this whole thing called life in these last 2 years with Corona and everything. The people I've met, you guys just
Dee, wait a minute, hold on.
Hold on.
You just told me that you weren't gonna cry. You said
I'm not crying.
crying this
Just because I
episode.
show a little bit of emotion doesn't mean there's going to be tears coming down these cheeks. All right.
Oh, they're coming, baby. They're coming.
Oh my god.
Oh man, it's okay if you
That's
do,
why
Dee,
I
because
love
it
you
is
guys.
it is special. I really do think it is special, and we found something. You change things, you try things, you morph things. Who knows if they work out or if they don't work out? But we try different things all the time. We had no idea bringing somebody named Denise Detlaff in here to help us just, that wanted to give away a game. And I had I didn't even know why I did it. I mean, I never met Dee. She messaged me early on and was like, hey, I'd love to
Back
like,
then,
I'd love
it
to
was
donate
Dennis
a game.
Detlaff.
It was Dennis, yeah.
Dennis.
It was Dennis. I'm like, and she's at one time in chat, she's like, just so you know, it's not Dennis, it's Denise. I'm a girl.
And
But
then it was Chi-Town and okay, Chinatown. I gave up trying. I gave up.
But you never know how these
we
things
weren't gonna
work
let
out,
that
really.
one
Because here's the deal too. I started this channel with just me doing. I started this show with just me doing a Facebook stream, just so I could
And
step out from behind the camera and
news.
talk to the
Yeah.
Facebook people. I wasn't even doing news. I was basically introducing myself, and we were going to just talk about like VR stuff. And if I had 5 people show up, it was going to be cool. And we have changes over the time, and then we built the YouTube channel in November because I quickly realized 2 things. I wanted to create content, and I didn't want to do this alone. So it's too hard to do alone, I think, especially if you're not a full-time content creator. And I wanted to get Todd involved, and Todd was starting to want to do stuff, and he was going to build his own channel. So we had some serious conversations about, because Todd had to basically give up his channel to do it, and I had to give up my individual channel to do it. And it's not something that easily you do, but sometimes you put like your own individual things aside to try and make something work. And I think that's what happened, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. We were at the early days. We were fighting for content viewers. Like I'd put stuff on my channel, you'd put stuff on your channel. We had a couple other guys, if you guys remember back then, that were putting stuff on their channel, and it just seems silly to put things in so many places when we're all trying to achieve the same goal.
Right.
Why not just come together and do it like one group and everyone wins? I don't understand why it was such a hard conversation to have. It seemed hard to have at the time, but when you and I talked, it was a no-brainer conversation. So
yeah, it seemed to make sense pretty quickly. I could tell really early on that we probably would never make it individually, or we would not get to where we wanted to be so fast individually. And I thought it would be a good idea to do it together. And then that way you don't burn yourselves out. You know what I mean? If I had to make every one of these videos that we pump out of here, number one, I could probably do it, but I'd probably hate it, and I probably wouldn't do it. And then this show wouldn't be where it needs to be as well, because there's no way that I could produce as well. And the same with Todd. I don't, Todd is really, really, really good at the producing part, and we all play our little roles here. What we do, right? I'm a little bit better with running the actual, hosting of the show, and Todd's way better at doing the production side, and Dee is really good at what she does, which is basically here to keep us in check and tell me when I'm full of shit.
How you doing?
Oh man, it's too funny. But yeah, I mean, we'll stop patting ourselves on the back here. But I just thought it would be something cool to talk about. It's that just I just want to give you a little idea of why we did this, because you don't see a lot of YouTube channels where it's multiple creators in one channel. Normally, it's one guy doing one channel, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that not everybody wants to do it that way, and we're more of a talk show channel than we are anything else, even though we do create content. And this is our show. It's not just one person's show. So that's kind of why we did it that way. But I will throw some numbers out there, Todd. I was looking at them today. In 8 months, we've had 88,450 views into our YouTube channel, which is really good since we haven't had one video go viral. We've only had one video that has done about 16,000 views, I think. And then most of our views, are still not there. So I thought 88,000 was really good. We got 10,250 watch hours since November. Which is really good. 3,000 subs and 853,000 impressions. So it's almost 1 million impressions, which I thought was really good. So, but cool.
And out of all the videos, the one that is doing the best is like one of our worst videos.
It's the worst video I've ever made. I literally did it as a throwaway video. It was supposed to be a part of a larger video, right?
It was supposed to be a part of the huge Quest beginner video that we did, I don't know, 6-7 months ago.
That was terrible.
Go back and watch it now. It's so bad. Everything is so bad about that. Yeah. But we did a whole bunch of segments, Eric and I, and then I put them all together in one giant one, and then we put them out there as individual ones. But when I did the giant one, I forgot this referral video. I forgot all about it. So it never made it into the giant video. So I'm like, well, whatever. Let's just put it up as Eric did it, and I was like, let's just put it up anyway. We'll put it up as a single video. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was I didn't even want it to be aired at that point. I threw it in just as like a filler in case we needed it. It was literally a 5-minute video on how to do referral codes. So if people were trying to get the Oculus 30% off by referring somebody. And I threw it together and didn't show anything. I've had people message me,
screenshots.
They're like, "This is the worst video ever. I can't understand anything. It doesn't show me anything." And I'm just like, "But when you get a video that does well, you can't take it down." Like, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely not taking it down.
Yeah, it's there. All right, too funny. We'll celebrate more next week, guys, and with our show again. Next week will be a little bit more fun because we're going to celebrate 1 year with this show. So it'll be more about the show instead of the channel, but. We've got a lot of cool stuff to talk about next week with the 1 year anniversary. And, number one, we're going to have Mateo, man, which is going to be awesome. Mateo 311.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Hell yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, let's talk VRTO, guys. So I got a chance to go to Toronto, and we'll get into this real quick. And as I said in the beginning, VRTO is, it's virtual reality Toronto, which is, Toronto. There's a lot going on in Canada for virtual reality, and Toronto, Vancouver. There's a few places in Canada that have a lot of developers there, and it's kind of cool to see them represented. There's not a lot of VR shows in Canada, I don't think. I'm pretty sure this would probably be the biggest, and it's not real big. It's super young, but I think they're working on it and they're doing a good job with it.
Yeah, they are definitely the biggest one. Like some virtual reality type things can be found if you go to Comic-Con or to any of the other type of cons that come around. But this is the only one that's virtual reality related in any sort of manner. PAX doesn't come up here, or none of that kind of stuff comes here.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because there's a lot going on in Canada for virtual reality, and I think they kind of need something. There is one other show I thought was in Canada, but maybe I could be wrong. Maybe we're missing one, but if somebody knows of another, I thought there was one other show in Canada, but it might not be just a virtual reality show. That's why I'm kind of
it could be a
zoning on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool. There's some cool people here. I mean, number one, I was going to go anyway because Alex and Skiba were going, and I got invited by VRTO to go as press, and I wanted to cover it. And again, anything that Alex and Skiba are going to go to, I'm going to try and go to because we just love hanging out with each other. We have a really good time, and then there was some other people there that I wanted to meet. So I knew that Blair Renaud was going to be there from Lo-Fi because he was going to speak there. And he's kind of like really big in the in the Toronto scene. He's from Toronto, and the Toronto VR scene. There's like a little group that they kind of hang out, and so I was super keen on seeing him speak, and then I wanted to meet him, of course, too. And then I had found out right about a week before we went. Mike Newton messaged me that Zim Talk 5 was going to go, and I love Zim, man. And we've known of each other for a long time, but he has been to no shows, so I have never met him in person. Just a really, really cool guy. So I had found out through Mike Newton, Q Creator, that he was going to go, that he was planning on going because he lives right outside of Toronto. So he was going to go, and I'm like, well, this is going to be a great because it's when you can meet other content creators that you've never met
Yeah.
before. It's kind of a cool thing, and we got to go out and we got to hang out, man. We got to hang out with Zim, and we got to go to a bar and see some cool stuff, and it was fun.
Yeah, that's super cool. That's the biggest part I miss of these events, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Being able to fist bump with these guys and have conversations that you would generally not normally have. So
Yeah, can we take the chat down there?
yeah.
But it was cool. He was there for a couple of days. He's a super nice guy. I mean, and he's been doing F Reality podcast forever. And that's like, to me, that's like the gold standard. These guys are so good. Between Mike and Nathy and Rowdy and Zim, and they just know what they're doing, and they do a great job on Saturdays. And they've been doing it for a long time, and they've got it down. So I've watched that show from the beginning. I watched Zim's live streams. He's really good at what he does. He's very entertaining. He's got a great personality, and it was a lot of fun to hang with him and just kind of check everything out. And then we got a chance to of course see our other friends. As you can see here, we're behind the big sign of VRTO. It's me and Alex and Zim and Skiva and Dean. And Dean was another content creator who had a huge Dean Yeats had a huge YouTube page, and he did a lot of flat gaming, Todd, before he went into and he had a huge flat gaming channel, and before he went into VR.
Yeah, but then he gave up the channel too, eh?
Yeah, I think he kind of changed it. He had a partner channel. It was Dean and Bren was the name of the channel. And I think they kind of decided to stop doing it, and he went to be a teacher, which is cool.
Yeah, cool.
And this is just another shot of us there. So
He's actually in chat.
Oh, did he make it? Nice.
Oh, no way.
Hey, yeah, man.
Yeah, there he is.
Man, that is weird timing. We were just talking about you. Oh man, but it was a lot of fun. We got a chance to spend a couple of days together. We got a chance to go out a couple of nights and just be people. You know what I mean? You're there to go to the show. You're there to ingest because it was a lot of this was more talks, VR talks and information about virtual reality. Less show. There was a very small little exposition floor that had a few things in it. That's really not what it was all about. It was about mainly going to these talks. So it was nice to get away from that because you were doing that all day long. And at night we all went out and we just had a good time and enjoyed each other's company and talked virtual reality. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. So yeah, there was a couple of cool things I'll mention about VRTO that I thought were really impressive. On the last day, the closing talk was from a production company in Canada called Pixamundo, who do production. They do virtual production, which is they build these virtual stages, so you don't ever have to actually go on location to shoot a movie or a commercial, and it's all done with virtual wall. They build this light wall that basically they call virtual wall, and virtual production is amazing, and they do stuff that they were showing stuff like they do the new Star Trek series.
And they do these virtual walls because it takes the actor into the actual location. So when they're doing stuff
instead of a green screen,
there's no green screen. The actor actually gets to see the ship and the battle, and he stands on a ship, and the wall behind him is absolutely enormous. It's all lit up with LCDs, and he actually gets to see what the movie would be.
Right. Think about how hard it is
anymore with the green screen.
Yeah, exactly. Think about how hard it is to do to shoot a movie, and you're just looking, and you're sitting, and behind you, and instead of this vast Star Trek ship or this space scene is just a green screen, and you're trying to imagine that it would be there. But put yourself in that position now where you're actually standing in front of this wall that actually produces that image, and it looks fantastic. I mean, it's got to bring the best out of you when you do these things.
Subsautica just mentioned that they won an Emmy for their work on The Mandalorian.
They did. They showed some stuff in The Mandalorian. They do a lot of stuff. I mean, it's huge, and they have like 3 different sets that they actually have pre-built, where they shoot a lot of their stuff, and they even showed commercials. They showed a McDonald's commercial that they've done where it was a complete, board, and they were like, if we ever had to go in and shoot at a real McDonald's, which they have to had in the past before they did this, you got to shut the McDonald's down, and you're talking millions of dollars lost if you're shutting McDonald's down. And then you're trying to get these light levels, and you're trying to get all these shots in before you lose light. And then if there's an issue and you don't get the shot, or the shot doesn't come out right, you have to stay there the next day and do it again until the light level gets right again. Here, you produce your own light. You produce your own backdrop. You can,
Yeah.
it was just another part of virtual reality, doing these virtual production scenes. So it wasn't like true, like in the headset VR, but this gives you an idea of where VR is going. And it's not just, about gaming and putting a headset on, which is,
Exactly.
which it's a very cool way to see this. And it was one of the things that, like, completely, I was like, holy crap. I mean, they had I have some video, and I have some pictures that I've decided to make a little VRTO,
Montage or something.
yeah,
Put it up on
montage
YouTube.
video and things. I have some stuff I can show you guys, and it was really cool. But yeah, it was a really good impression, and they had like a 7-person panel from their team.
Oh, wow.
There, so it was excellent, and it was like an hour and a half long. It was the closing one, and they did such a really good job, and it was really fun to watch. Or the people saying in chat, Skiba is a giant we all ride the shoulders of, and Alex is probably the most open-minded, acid trip kind of smart guy. Yeah, they are, man. Those guys work so well together, man, and it's too funny when you have 2 people that get along so well, and that's why they're perfect for each other. That's the only way to say it. They just really are. They really are, and it's just it's just a lot of fun hanging out with them at all these shows. It's something that I don't know it to the point now I'd want to do them without them. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that Todd's going to get the chance to do the next one, and
Finally.
PAX West in Seattle coming up. That's going to be a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
And
Alex and Stevie, if you're listening, you better come.
Yeah,
You better come.
definitely. Yeah, I think they are. I think we're working on it. I think we talked about it. So I will talk about a couple other things. Blair and Odd did a really good talk about lo-fi and about and shooting in VR, and making VR games. And the biggest thing I'll take from that is his was not a more technical side, but it was more like talking about how to make a VR game, and giving things like, giving ideas and things like that. But he had a ton of new footage that he showed from lo-fi, and he said launching was going to come out holiday this year. So I think we're going to
Oh,
see
wow.
lo-fi this year. Lo-fi will finally be coming. So go to itch.io and get yourself in there now for lo-fi, or at least wait for the release then if you want. But it's coming, and it looks really good. He had some really good shots, and another super smart guy. He's done really well with that game, and it looks beautiful. It really does. I will talk about one more thing. I'll talk about there was a guy there. I don't remember his name now, unfortunately, but he did a talk on from Webiverse, and
Oh, yeah.
this was really neat. This was super out there. It was about, I can't remember. Todd, can you look up his name? I would just love to have his name, because the guy was super smart. And but basically, what Webiverse does, it's a program to basically help you inside of it. It's a program where you can actually go in and you can program NPCs to say what you want to say, based on like voice impressions. So you can talk it, and then you'll hear it in the game. So either programming in the game, or you can have them, you could actually type in like a description of something, and it would build it for you based on the description in the game. So it was just, there was so much stuff cool in there. Did you find his name, Todd?
No.
I'll have some cool stuff about Webiverse for you guys later. I'm gonna do a little bit more research on them, but his talk was one of the better talks I heard there. to the point where when I got done listening to it, I'm like, holy crap, I need to go talk to this guy, number one, because he's extremely smart. And then what he's doing is like next, cutting edge, next level stuff that you're not normally going to see. We did see HTC was there. There was a representative from HTC there talking about some of the new Vive trackers, and they have a new Vive program for production. So for like shooting movies and shooting scenes. So they have some virtual reality production stuff on their end as well, which I thought was really cool. And it's something I hadn't seen before. So HTC was there, which was cool. So there was some stuff going on here. This wasn't just it wasn't that small of a show. What I saw there was super quality. And it was all VR, which is great. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these shows you go to is, it's just like a little smidgen of VR. This was a lot of VR, which is cool. Yes, Adrian. Yes, thank you very much. Substatica. All right. Let's do this. Let's give away a game, guys. And then I want to get into some of the games that dropped this past week that we all got a chance to play. But let's give away a game first. What do you think?
Yeah.
A key to what? Sorry.
Ready.
Let's give the first key. Let's give the key to AstroRoxx away and get that out. It is hot here in New York. We're talking like 97 degrees out, and I had to turn my air conditioner off because it's a little loud here from my studio. It's hot in here, D.
Well,
It's hot, D. I don't know. I'm starting
thing
to
called
lose
a
it.
fan. You can have a fan.
That's too loud too.
No, it's not. Whisper.
It's too loud.
Whisper.
Felipe says that he's going to donate a key to Moss too. Dude, Felipe, you are a super good guy donating a key to. Oh no, he's asking for a key to Moss too.
Oh,
You got that wrong, bro.
Kimberly Worth was in the multiverse, but her headset died, so she's moved over to YouTube. Well, that's okay. That happens. Thanks for jumping in. And I will mention that we do have a huge giveaway going for headset batteries and Bobo products, right? We're going to tease that a little bit later too. But there's a huge giveaway. We have so many giveaways going on right now. I had somebody message me or like, dude, thank you for all the freaking giveaways you're doing in the group right now. It's like insane. We have like so many things, and it's not
right now. Seriously, it's like 24/7 in this group.
I know it's not even really us. It's just these developers and companies that do it. But I mean,
We're just facilitating.
We do have to do the work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Substatica says no key for Substatica. Wheel comes up Substatica. We appreciate that. No worries.
Chris.
Congratulations, Chris, on another awesome game, AstroRoxx. AstroRoxx is cool, man. It's basically Space Pirate Trainer. You're on a platform, but there's like all these huge asteroids around you. It's like the game of asteroids, but in VR.
I want to.
Yeah, it's like asteroids, but you're the ship. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, you got like two dual wielding weapons to blow up all these asteroids, and you're kind of traveling on a platform. It's really cool. Fun game. All right,
Yeah.
let's talk Moss Book 2. So Todd dropped a great video this week while I was gone in Toronto for Moss Book 2, and you had a lot of fun playing it. Now you had a chance to play this game on PlayStation VR when it launched a few months ago, but you said, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to break out my PlayStation VR out of the closet, and I think I'll just wait and I'll play it on the Quest when it comes. So are you happy that you did that now? That you've had a chance to play it?
Yes. Obviously, the graphics probably would have been better on the PlayStation, but they are so freaking good on the Quest version that I was not disappointed, even a little bit. I had so much fun. Like, so much fun. There was times, like, there's probably 4 hours of footage that I cut down to that 27-minute video or whatever it is. And there's times where I just stopped and I'm not talking. I'm just staring around. There's so much to look at and take in that for what took me 4 hours probably is only an hour and a half if you actually just played the game. But it's so much to take in. I just couldn't help myself but just awe in the graphics. It was amazing.
Yeah, I mean it's really, really good. And I don't think it's that much better on the PlayStation. Just it is a little bit better, but you
I
gotta
saw
remember
Upload did a comparison thing, but I haven't looked at it yet because I don't need to spoil it. I don't need. It's good enough. Like I don't know
you
what
gotta
else to
remember
do.
the PlayStation VR is a 6-year-old headset, and it's got terrible screen door effect. It's not good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think they did a really, really good job making this port to Quest 2. Now, that being said, I'm really looking forward to the PC version of this game, and I will not complete it. I will not. I've got about 2.5 to 3 hours into this game. I will not move on any farther until I get the PC version, and I'll start again, and I'll play it all the way in with the PC version.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
going to be
I'm a
finishing
bit of a
this game
PC
this
snob.
weekend. I'm
Oh
gonna be
yeah, I know.
finishing
You're
this
ready to
game
roll.
this weekend.
So, all right, D. So you actually played this game.
Yay!
Yes, I
Congratulations.
did. I know.
You go, girl.
But
I'm
it's
so
seriously.
proud of you.
I
I'm
know.
so
But
proud
the
of
funny
you.
part is, I just
You're finally playing VR games, bro.
I love it.
I just finished Moss Book 1 for the first time last week or the week before that. But this experience with Book 2, it's so much more like expansive.
Yeah.
Like even from the butterflies flying around to the dragonflies in there, just everything just looks absolutely freaking amazing.
Yeah,
love
I think we were talking about it before the show. This was the same thing with me. Is when you step out of the castle and you get out into the outdoor areas, you just looking up into the sky and then looking around these outdoor areas. It's damn beautiful. It's one of the most
Oh
beautiful
yeah.
games I've ever seen. Right?
Yep. Structures out in the distance, the moon. I think one of them, you saw the what's the name of it? The aurora borealis, like in the sky and everything. It just such a
And they figured
beautiful.
out depth. Like it's not just that you see grass in front of you and then what looks like a picture of a castle in the distance. There's multiple things along the way to create depth, and they did a really good job.
Oh yeah.
Even when you turn around, we talked about this earlier too. When you turn around in the first one, it just goes to a black,
screen behind you. Yeah.
kind of a gray black void. But
Mhm.
now it's 360 the whole time. You can turn around at any time, and there's stuff behind you. It may not be as detailed as the stuff that you're supposed to focus on, but at least
It's there.
you're in it the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It that makes you feel more in the game. You know, being able to do that and not just sitting back with a screen behind you. You
Yeah,
know?
I agree. And Todd, Paradise TK did a side by side, comparison, and he said hardly no difference. And if you would drop PD's link to PD's YouTube channel in the chat for me, so if you want to go take a look at that. So I did play it on PlayStation. I played it on PlayStation when it originally came out, and I did get a chance before I left because we've had access to it. Thank you very much to Polyarc for allowing us access. I've had access for a few weeks now, and I did play. And I saw almost no difference. There was no comparable difference to me, other than the fact that it's so goddamn easy just to put your Quest headset on and play, and I just don't have to do anything else. I don't have to set anything else. I don't have to like get my camera set up for my PlayStation. So to me, I mean, it's not even a no brainer that if you're going to play something right now, go play it. If you have the ability, go play the Quest version. It's so much easier to get into. And the difference to me that I saw was negligible. And then go check out PD's video because he has a side by side comparison. It looks like so. Look at that. Todd's on top of this shit, man.
COVID and all.
Are
you're
you even
coughing over there
COVID,
now,
bro?
Mash.
I know. I just took a drink and I went down the road. I'm D. I'm not.
Mhm.
You know, who knows? I just came back from hundreds
Right.
of thousands of people at the border going through Canada. So
The Toronto customs is a nightmare.
it was a nightmare, dude. Flying out. I only live like 5.5 hours from Toronto, but I decided to fly anyway. But it's only a 5.5 hour drive. But man, I'm telling you, I regretted
just
it.
drove.
Leaving. Yeah, I left yesterday morning. My flight was at 7:45 a.m. and people were telling me horror stories about the airport and getting through. So I got to the airport at 4:20 a.m. I barely made it on my plane. When I got in and saw the line to get through security, and I didn't even have a checked bag. I had no checked bag. I just had my carry. I had
And
a
you're not
backpack
a
and a carry-on.
Nexus traveler or TC.
I'm not.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
that should be open your eyes.
It literally took me 3 plus hours to get through security and get through customs, to the point where by the time I got there at 4:20, by the time I got through customs and through security check, they were already loading my plane for the 7:45 flight.
Wow.
So I basically got through to my gate and I walked onto the plane.
Damn.
So crazy, completely crazy. So yeah, don't travel is what I'm trying to say. No, I'm just kidding.
Just don't travel to Toronto.
Yeah, don't travel to Toronto for sure. But it looks like Onikazi said Upload did a comparison too, and they said it was negligible as well. I did see their article, but I didn't read it.
Yeah.
But very high quality. I'm super happy with Polyarc. They're finally going to get their payoff that they wanted with this game, being because they didn't do very well on PlayStation, and that's because most people are not actively using their PlayStation, and they don't want to go play it on a system they have to break out of their closet, or they've sold, or it's not working, whatever. It's just an old system, and it's just not active. People are not actively using it, so people weren't going to go, looking to go buy a new game. So I think they've been waiting for this launch. This is a big deal for Polyarc, and I would assume they did really, really well the first week.
I'm sure they did better than the PlayStation
leading up to
launch.
Thursday. Or not the first week, but the first few days, I should say. Oh yeah, I'm sure they did. I'm sure they had to do huge, and it was a big lead up to it. So everybody knew the game was coming.
Dog has covered it. There's content everywhere.
Yeah, which is good. And you did a real nice job on your video, and I love your thumbnail.
Yeah.
You should wear those mouse ears in every thumbnail.
I had a different thumbnail when I first put the video up, and then I saw a picture that Gamertag put up on his website with those ears, and I was like, "Where the fuck did you get those?" And then I looked
you
them
stole
up.
Gamertag's ears, bro.
I stole those ideas. Well, Polyarc had put out a Instagram filter that puts the ears on you. So I got that and I tried it. Then I had to do a bunch of editing because the scarf looks stupid. So I got rid of that. But the ears look cool.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun for sure. All right. But yeah, I think for me, I won't go any farther. I will wait now. I will not finish that game until I can do it on PC VR, just because that'll give me the trifecta. I've tried it on every platform.
It's a good idea.
And I just want to beat it. I want to see what they're going to be, what Polyarc can do with, the full PC behind it. I can put my 3080 Ti and just really hammer it out and see how high I can get it and see how good it looks. I just hope they make it a big progression. I hope it's not just a Quest port to PC. And I hope it's soon. They actually haven't even announced when, right? I haven't heard anything when that's coming.
Nope.
But hopefully soon. But yeah. Scissor PL says, "Hi everyone, Hard Bullet worth it." Hard Bullet is pretty cool. There's just a little bit of jank in there, but it's got some really, really life, real life effects to it, and some
good
cool
physics.
Good physics. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's good. Like it. All right, let's talk about a bad thing that happened this week. What's the worst thing that happened this week?
D, what's the worst thing?
Todd getting COVID.
Besides Todd, nobody gives a shit about Todd and his COVID.
Dude.
No, we all care. We
You're
all
so mean. You're so mean to me.
We all care about you, Todd. Let's talk about your feelings.
Oh, let's not.
Yeah, let's not.
Let's not talk about your feelings, bro.
Now, seriously, the bad news this week, there was bad news.
Ugh,
and
such
I think
bad
a
news.
lot of people were upset about it, and I was a little bit too. And to be honest with you, because this was something that I'm a huge Splinter Cell fan. This was, the original Splinter Cell came out quite a long time ago, and it was one of the games I absolutely loved. I was a huge Sam Fisher fan, and I loved everything about it. And when they announced it, that Splinter Cell would be coming to, Oculus, it was a big deal. They were going to make a VR game. Ubisoft was making a VR Splinter Cell game. They announced two at the same time. They announced that they were working on Splinter Cell VR and also Assassin's Creed VR. Now, this past week, it has come out that Ubisoft is canceling Splinter Cell after several years of development. So this was in a tweet by Steven Totillo. Says Ubisoft have canceled development of Splinter Cell VR and Ghost Recon Frontline and two other unannounced games. Now, it doesn't say whether those unannounced games are VR games or not, or flat games, but they did mention a VR game in here with a flat game, because Ghost Recon Frontline was a flat game. Now, many people are speculating that it's probably it could be the Assassin's Creed game. I don't think so because this says unannounced games, and the Assassin's Creed game was announced. So
Yeah.
I don't think that the Assassin's Creed game is part of that. I still think that game is coming. But what we do know is this game definitely is not coming. But it says here is that Ubisoft announced Splinter Cell's VR back in 2020 at Facebook Connect alongside Assassin's Creed. And while the later is still in development, the former, it does say here the later is still in development. Okay, I didn't read that. But the former is being canceled alongside 3 other non-VR projects, Ghost Recon Frontline, and 2 other unannounced titles. And a document accompanying the call, CEO Yves, I can't say his last name. Wiimote.
Gargle.
I'm gonna say Wiimote. Noted that Ubisoft adapting its organization to current ergonomic uncertainties through cost optimization, which basically means that they didn't think that the game was going to make any money. Is basically what that's saying.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
They thought it was going to the juice was not going to be worth the squeeze, is what they were saying right there, because. Basically what they're saying is, adapting organization to current economic uncertainties through cost optimization is basically jargon for we can't make any money. We can't make any money with this. And I think Ubisoft was bought not too long ago, and I think this has a big part of that. Whoever, is leading the ship now, probably did not have VR in mind. And I think we're still very lucky that we're even still going to be getting Assassin's Creed, but this puts a damper on it for me. What about you, Todd? Were you a Splinter Cell fan growing up, or did you know anything about Splinter Cell?
Oh, big time. Yeah. I was and when they announced it at the Facebook Connect thing, it was one of the highlights of the show, right? So it's a little disappointing to see. And there's going to be lots of speculation now. Was it announced as a teaser just to get people more interested in VR with never a plan to actually make it, or
that's
or
what
is what they say
somebody in
true,
chat
right?
just kind of said that same thing. Who was it?
I don't know, chat.
It was Traveling Man.
Traveling.
Said Ubisoft is sus. Was it even being made, or was it just to boost confidence in the market?
Yeah,
Very
right. I think same thing.
We're never going to know.
You'll never know, but
no.
But it's such a AAA title to be announced that of course it drew tons of attention to the virtual reality world.
Well, and that's another question that I have now, is because this was a partnership that they had with Oculus or Meta. Now, this was a game that was announced at Meta Connect or Facebook Connect in 2020. Now, they didn't announce any specific headsets there, but it was announced as a partnership with Facebook and Oculus. Now, they have not said a word about this yet. So, I mean, if somebody came out tomorrow and said, "Oh, no San Andreas for Quest," Oculus would have to come out and make a statement there, right? So I'm
think.
expecting at some point here we need to hear from Oculus to say, did they allow Ubisoft to do this? Because if this is a partnership, that means they had to let it happen, I would assume. Or, did Ubisoft break some kind of arrangement with Oculus and Meta? Because
I bet you they're
this
gonna let
doesn't
it
look good. Doesn't look
rub
good
under
for
the
them.
carpet. No.
It doesn't look good for Meta either. I mean, Meta's trying to get as much out of this Quest 2 headset as they can. Now again, they didn't ever announce platforms here, but this is a partnership with them, and this kind of takes some steam out from underneath Meta a little bit here with this. And now people are probably going to be questioning more things. Again, we still haven't heard anything from San Andreas in a long time. Is it possible we lose San Andreas? You know what I mean? So
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't put
I think
that
Meta
out
needs to
there.
get out in front of this, and I think they need to comment. I really do. I think it's important that they comment here at some point and let us know what transpired here on their end and how they were involved and what they were allowed to do with this as well. But I think we should hear some. I would hope we hear something.
I would hope so too. With all the news of all the new headsets coming out and all the, there's so much more competition for Meta than there ever has been, really, that it's not really surprising that they're trying to juggle funds to figure out where they need to put their money. And maybe cooking VR on a Quest Pro is the way to do it.
Dude, why'd you have to bring that up?
Why do you gotta go there? Why do you
why
gotta talk
do you have
about
to skip
cooking
ahead?
fucking VR after I get this bad news about freaking Jesus Christ, man.
He feels like shit, so he wants to.
Yeah, I know, right?
I had to project my pain to you.
I get this terrible news about Splinter Cell VR, an actual
Yeah.
real game that would be probably amazing in VR, and then you got to bring up cooking VR. What's the game called? I mean,
It's
all
coming
right,
to Steam, bro.
Cooking
Let's get in.
simulator.
Let's move this dog shit of a game up to the front line. What was this thing? What was this thing? Cooking
Number
Simulator
6.
VR? Where? Okay, more shitty cooking games coming with what the fuck? D and Todd. That's all they want to play is flat games and cooking games. D, let's
That's
talk
all I
about.
want to play? Are you
D,
serious?
let's talk about all the
no.
cooking games you got on your Steam store.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
She's prepared.
Oh, yes. Cook, serve,
All right.
delicious. 2 and 3.
Oh my god, sounds fantastic, riveting.
It
You're going
is.
down,
It
bro.
is. It's
Serve
time
delicious.
management. Okay. Time
Yeah, yeah.
management.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like food. All right.
You like time management in
Games.
VR headset? That's fun? Time management?
This is not VR though. This is
Okay.
on a.
Oh,
It's-
this is a VR talk
Some more
show.
flat
I
games, D.
know.
What the hell are you doing to me?
These are not in.
Hey, you're
VR
not
yet.
helping your and Todd's argument by freaking trying to talk about flat games, yo.
Yeah, cooking simulator is one of them. There's, you know what? I like the game. All right, leave me the heck alone.
What was the other? How many you got? You had a whole bunch.
I've got
right?
a few.
How many VR
You
cooking
think
games you have? Let's do that.
How many VR? I don't have any on Steam. There's Grip that I can play in VR if I can get a PC going.
I didn't
Grip?
think you could cook in grip.
Can you cook in Grip? Grip
No,
Grip
not
is a
cook.
cooking
But
game?
you said what VR games? I'm just trying to deflect.
No, I want to know
here.
what cooking VR games you
I
have.
don't. I don't.
You said
have
you told
any
me
cooking.
earlier that you
Oh,
had Clash
Clash
of Chefs.
Chefs. Yes.
How many
sorry.
hours you got in Clash of Chefs?
I do have a
50,
couple
100?
hours.
I have like
I do have
18 or
multiple
something.
restaurants unlocked. in that
Dude, you
game,
have
dude.
18 hours in Clash of Chefs? No, you
I'm just
don't.
fucking with you.
No,
Oh man.
but I like cooking games. Okay, it's something about like the whole time management thing. I've always
Again,
liked those games.
Do you like cooking games when you're sitting on your ass on a couch, like, watching TV, or you're on a bus, or you're in an airport waiting and you got nothing else to do? And do you like cooking games on your mobile phone? Or are you like putting a headset on to go in and play Cooking Simulator in VR? That's what I want to know, because everybody wants to romanticize. Everybody wants to tell me how great all these games are. They're fantastic. These games are great. How dare you say anything about a cooking game in VR? Let's be honest with each other here. When was the last time you got into a cooking game in VR and we were in there for any substantial period of time?
That's
When
not
was
the
the
argument.
last time?
The
When was
argument
the
is
last
there
time that
is an
you said,
audience
I
for
need to
cooking
go
games.
play a cooking game right now?
Okay, if I put in as much time as I wanted to Clash of Chefs, I would never frickin' hear the end of it from you. So that's why I play other games, okay?
Ooh.
Damn right you wouldn't. I would never let you live that down.
You already don't. So you think I want
know.
more torture? No.
Look, it's just, here's the deal. Again, there's a place for mobile gaming. Again, if you're looking for something to do the reason they call it mobile gaming on a cell phone, if you're looking for something to do to pass time and you want a brain-numbingly fucked up game like Candy Crush to like melt your brain, go do that. I'm fine with that. Go do that. But I am not putting my VR headset on to go in and do a time management cooking game where I
So
can
you don't
slice.
think you
so I
don't
can
think having
slice
that headset in
tomatoes.
front of your eyes in any other game besides cooking games,
Like
can,
sliced
can
tomatoes.
scramble shit up.
How much fun are you having slicing tomatoes in VR? Like,
I have fun doing that because I
You
like
don't.
those games, dude.
When was
I
the last time you
do.
played
No.
Clash
That
of Chefs?
does not
You
freaking
can't say
matter,
that, dude.
I
That
can.
does not
It's
freaking
garbage,
You can
dude.
say it,
Oh
but
no, I can say it.
just
I can
because
say
I have not played that game in months,
it. Felipe says
You
game
know?
shame.
Yeah.
Look.
Dude.
If you
Hey,
guys
see?
want to go
Thank
Z
you,
play,
Storm.
Z. Thank
I
you.
personally have fun with
Thank
VR
you.
cooking games, D. He did a whole
But-
segment, like multiple videos on how to cook in Zenith. And that game's not even
it's
about cooking.
Zenith. Okay, that's Zenith. When was the
Oh,
last? All right,
bullshit.
is Z tonight?
Bullshit.
You need to live stream Clash of Chefs for 7 hours. That's what I want to see, because I'm sure the audience would be enraptured with your 7 hours of cooking games.
If he did 7 hours of Class of Chefs, he'd have a heart attack. That game is physically is demanding. I don't think you've ever played it. There's no way you could do 7 hours in there.
Oh, just tell me this.
For the same reason- no, listen,
but,
listen,
no,
listen,
no,
listen,
but
listen.
I'm gonna lose my shit.
I know, that's why I want to calm you down.
Let me
Lose
just
it.
say one.
Lose
I'm going to say
it.
one thing. We lose the people with these mindsets of these cooking games and these nonsensical games. They're being released, and we're going to lose Splinter Cell because we can't get anybody to buy these games. All they're buying is garbage
Are
simulation.
you serious?
You can't
Cooking
So
games.
compare
it's
the $6
Cooking Game's
game to
fault
a
that
$40
Splinter
game.
Cell is not getting released.
That's
Yes,
ridiculous.
Is
that's what I'm
you're
saying.
freaking saying, dude?
The Quest is the worst thing that's ever happened to VR.
I'm out,
Dude.
yo. I'm out. I don't think that's how VR works, dude.
Man.
That's not how VR works. I know. It's
For the same reason that
I'm being facetious here. I'm
VR
not
chat is such a popular game that is not your thing. It is not my thing. But see 7-hour cooking stream coming
I want to
up.
see it. I would be.
I love it.
You got drops of Steam drops for cooking Cooking Simulator. You can get your own chef hat, Z-Storm chef hat coming up.
Oh, dude, you know how much those would sell for in game? Come on,
dude. Seriously, if you get your own personalized chef hat,
Ryan
we wouldn't need
Brannerman.
a Sam Fisher work cooking game.
Brian Manderman says, "Hey, Beat Saber just added 80 more songs."
Oh, come on. Don't add to the fire,
Oh my
dude.
God, freaking Beat
Why'd you have to
Saber.
bring up Beat Saber? Man.
Oh my God.
Beat Saber. There's another garbage game, Beat Saber.
If there's one thing Mash hates more than cooking games,
it's Beat
freaking
Saber.
Beat Saber.
It is. But yeah, I mean,
agree with PD on
again,
the gorilla tag crap.
the point for me is just that it's disappointing with the Splinter Cell game because again, basically that article is saying they don't think they can make any money on it in virtual reality, so they don't think anybody will buy it. You know what I mean? That's
no. They don't think they'll make any money at it. So I think
it's
it
too
costs
hard
too
to
much
make.
to develop. They're either asking too much money, Ubisoft, or they can't get the resources, they can't get the licensing. It's going to cost too much to make money. Whereas
See,
like a
I
cooking
think-
game is cheap as shit, so they make money.
I think Ubisoft originally wanted to make this game and they thought it was going to do really well. And Ubisoft has been a big VR company. They've done good VR games.
And put it out for Steam.
I think they
Stream
got
it out.
bought by somebody else, and that company did not have a VR vision and did not say or see that VR
That could be.
could make money here. So I think they just dropped it out and out. D, what you laughing at? What did I miss? You okay, D?
Yeah.
That's going crazy.
No, C's like they would sell for 69 cents, and I'm like, you know what else sells for 69 cents?
My mom!
Oh, yeah, she does. Yeah, she does. I don't know. I'm just upset about one thing has nothing to do with the other. I just happen to
cry
see.
in this episode, but this
I
stuff
know.
laughing.
It's a different type of
so
cry.
It's okay.
I just happen to
Oh.
see, of course, Splinter Cell's the big news, but I did happen to see that there's a new cooking game dropping next week. Like we need another cooking game. We do.
I'll give you that.
We do need 55 cooking games, I think. Like
Right
Maybe
alongside
60.
the
I think 60 is the sweet spot of cooking games.
55
Maybe if
different gorilla tag
we get
games.
60 different rhythm games and 60 different,
Do you know
cooking
how
games, it'd be
popular
perfect.
Cooking Simulator though is flat on Steam?
Oh, it's
Oh,
probably
sure.
stupid.
It's
Stupid.
rivet-
Fucking
it's
crazy,
riveting.
dude.
This
I don't
is
play-
40 Shades of Meat.
Oh God.
40
See, I
Shades
don't
of
play
Meat, bro.
Cooking Simulator as much, but there's another version in there that I.
It's like that stupid golf game. What the bat and what the golf? The what the golf game is like ridiculously popular on Steam.
Dude, where's my cut of what the bat?
I
still
tried, man.
But I want it.
I'm just gonna have to get
Z
used to
says how many
record it.
zombie games we need, how many shooting games we need. Yeah, but those
Yeah.
are actually fun. Zombie
for
games are fun.
you.
Cooking
And shooting
games
games
are
are
fun
fun.
for other people too. Dude.
No, those
So-
people are wrong, D. I'm telling you right now.
Wait,
I'm
I can't
right
see your
and they're
face.
wrong.
What?
Yeah.
Seriously though, I want to know how many times you're Clash of Chefs. I mean, you going in there tonight? You're gonna stream it?
You know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I will.
I think you should. Now I think everybody. You know what?
Emotional damage.
Nobody should be making any other videos besides cooking game videos and time management videos now. Then, because we need more simulator. We need more job simulator. And
Time management videos.
it'd be so good, dude. So much fun. We need more after the fall. We need more after the fall, D. D,
Which
let me
we
ask you
play
this: how much fun?
every-
Yeah, but
Those
but
games
literally,
are fun.
literally, how much fun have we just been having in the last 2 weeks and after the fall? Just doing
Lots.
stupid horde runs.
Lots.
It's like
because
it makes the
I
game
finally got my
completely new.
drum
Yeah,
mags.
that's what I'm saying.
But seriously though, with the jank that we both experience in that game, dude.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh, I can
It
go
gets a
off on that
pass.
game. Trust me.
But
But
it still gets a pass.
the problem it gets a pass. Why it gets a pass? Because it's
'Cause
so
got-
goddamn good. That's why
No,
it
I
gets a
haven't
pass.
played it in months.
Because
And
I
there's some
would get rid
people
of it.
that
Well,
will
you're
not
weird
play
though. I
that
keep telling
game.
you.
Roots, for instance.
Well, Roots is a little weird too. I'm not,
Dude.
Do you guys even VR, bro? I mean, really?
Come on, man. Michelle B says, I like chill games when I want to chill.
Exactly.
I guess. I'm not doing any more kicking games, dude. Ever.
That's fine. You don't have to. Ever.
Well, thank God we canceled Ubisoft so we can make room for cooking VR. So
Cooking
perfect.
VR is not why that was canceled. So.
Oh my God, Mash enjoyed the HTC Vive Flow. He has no say. I did
Yeah,
not enjoy
right.
the Flow, bro.
You got it.
I actually thought about bringing the Flow with me to Canada, to just like have it on the plane and stuff in the airport and do stuff with it. I'm like, I'm not going to do that either. It's probably the only good thing it's good for. But all right, let's move on.
Please.
Because the cooking games are so good, we could talk about it for hours. So much fun. Pico 4 and Pico 4 Pro were spotted in some FCC filings reported by Upload VR. And so remember when Pico came out a while back, they had said, we're going to offer anybody who buys the Pico 3 will offer you 35% off, if I can remember correctly.
35, yeah.
So they said basically if we launch another new headset by the end of the year, or was it at the end of 1 year or end of this year? I don't remember. I think it was end of 1 year from the date of they launched the Pico 3. So basically you had 365 days. If within 365 days of the launch of their Pico 3 headset for the European and market, you could go out and you get 35% off a new headset if we had launched one within 365 days. So we all thought at that point, they're coming out with another headset.
They're
right?
coming out with another headset.
They're going to have another headset. So that made a whole bunch of sense. While we were not super happy with the way they did the launch, we were excited about what the headset stood for. And it's exciting to hear that we're going to get another headset. And this could be the headset that we've all really kind of been looking for. So reported by Upload, by Ian Hamilton, will say that first spotted by Protocol's Janko Rogers, the document provided what we may our first looks at the successor of the Pico 3 Neo 3 Link. It's a decent Quest 2 alternative. Basically, they're seeing patents, is what I'm reading here. Basically, so while we haven't been able to discern too much from them yet, from the documents, we do have an interesting look at the lenses straight on, as well as the internal schematic embedded below. Marking component locations. The device comes from from Gore-Tex factory, runs an Android Q, and the documentation. Documents mention there are two versions, but we're probably looking at a Pico 4 and a Pico 4 Pro based on the specs in some of the documentation. So, Todd, you're all ready to buy the Pico 3. Would you be interested in the Pico 4 if it is launched in the American or North American market?
I still need to see more specs. I'm reading through the patents right now. That doesn't really.
They didn't show. They basically showed the
no.
lenses in the patent in there, and they didn't go through a lot of exactly what was in there. But we know what the Pico 3 Link is. We know what the Pico 3 Neo Link is, and that is an upgraded version of.
True. So you got to imagine this is going to be an upper grade. Is that a word?
An upper grade? Yeah, yeah. You can use that word. It's those cooking games. They've basically melted your brain, so you.
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
It's not the Rona. The talk of the cooking games, dude.
Not the Rona, dude.
I
would rather have Rona than play.
Oh my god, are you serious?
100%. I would.
Oh, good lord,
100%.
Oh my Lanta. Seriously.
So, D, any interest in a Pico 4 or Pico 4 Pro, or are you still all about the PlayStation VR 2?
Oh, of course, PlayStation VR 2 first and foremost, because Destiny 3, or just any Destiny VR game. that's where I'm going with my next headset.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I
think
think
it's.
that's.
Oh, go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Todd. No, you got it.
I was going to say, I think this could be a Quest replacement. I don't know if it'll be a PCVR replacement. I'm still on the Pimax bandwagon for PCVR high-end
Yeah.
virtual reality. But if this is, like I said, I have to see the specs. But if it's that much better than the Pico 3 Link, which I was already on board for, and as long as their store, which has been getting more and more content, is
They're very
still
active.
getting more and more content, then I don't see why. I'm not married to Quest or Meta or anybody really. So as long as the content's there, the tech is there, I'm there.
I want the best VR experience, but first and foremost, like I said, PSVR 2. And then we'll think about other headsets after that.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I mean, I think again, I want to see the specs of this, but this is very intriguing. I think another company doing standalone that has the money that ByteDance does behind it is very intriguing, and this could be something crazy good. They have some right ideas of what they're doing. There's some things in the Pico Neo 3 Link that I love that I wish Meta would do, and they're just not. So I, I'm very intrigued to see exactly when they can launch this or when they could actually, when they could have this out. Um, and if they're saying, if we could, God, do you think we could ever see this by the end of the year this year? I
Can
don't
you
think
imagine
so.
3 or
But
4 headsets by the end of the year?
it's going to happen where we're
It's
going to
gonna
have
be
a dearth
ridiculous.
of headsets because all these things, we didn't get anything this year. Remember, we are going to have, there's going to be a 6-month period of time where we may have 5 new headsets to choose from.
You think these
Um,
guys would have spread them out? Like, I'll launch mine this year because I don't want to compete with that guy next year. Like, why is
I
everybody
think
doing it at
I
one
think
time? It's
normally they would
crazy.
try and do that, but I think with the shortages and the difficulties with the world and getting things and getting things done, it's not even just about getting things, just about getting things done. Producing things. I mean, I always go back to that story by Jerry Ellsworth from Tilt 5 that they it wasn't that just that they had to have parts of their stuff made in China. They had to actually make the robots that did this stuff on the production line. They had to make them here, and then they had to ship those to China to get them done because they just couldn't get anything like that in China to have them done that way. So things
And they couldn't get the
changed.
people to do the work
Yeah,
as detailed every single time as they
right. So
could by making a
they
robot.
needed they needed automation. Correct.
Very cool.
Yeah. So I think that a lot of times these companies do want to do these things. I can almost tell you with a certainty that there's no way that PlayStation wanted to wait this long to put out the PSVR 2. But because the shortages of PlayStation 5, because of probably shortages and things and building the PlayStation VR 2 headset, they've had to wait. So I think we're probably about a year behind in the PlayStation VR headset, 6 months to a year behind already, just on the headset. So I'm sure that they do want to break these things up, but now they've waited so long, and the problem is now everything is moving so fast that if you wait too long, you will be passed by very
Totally.
quickly. The
And
next
then
headset will be the next big thing.
we don't know what the situation's going to be a month from now, 2 months from now. Uncertainty, I'm sure, is playing a factor in everything. Just hurry up and get it out in case something else is going to delay something for another year or two. Then what? You know?
I hear you.
Yeah, agreed. But I am very interested in seeing it. There will be a lot of headsets out, and all I can say is we'll do our best to show you guys every headset that's out there. We will do our absolute best to make sure that we get the headset to show everybody, to give everybody the best decision making process they can, and that's all we can do. There may be a lot of people that don't want to move on from their headset. There may be people out there because of the pricing and things are just going to be happy with the Quest 2 headset.
Yeah, and with the state of the world in the U.S. right now with your economy, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people who just are like, you know what, I was going to buy one this year, but nope, I'd rather feed my family, put gas in the car, and that's fine. Pimax. That's true. Yeah.
I know Pimax. I love Pimax. I think it's almost time, Troy. I really do, man. I'm going to be testing out this 120 hertz mode on the Pimax AKX, and if that's from what I've seen and what I've talked to a few people that have done stuff on it already, it's really kind of next level, and it's very, very good. And I've already been singing the praises of the AKX, and I still think right now it is the best high end PC VR headset that you can buy. Right now, we'll see in the future, but right now, I think that
That makes the most sense to buy. The Vario's got some good specs, but the Pimax definitely is an all-around better choice.
Vario's not affordable yet, I don't think,
No.
and I need to see more from Vario. What I've seen in in a display or in a demo on a show floor is fantastic. Completely blew me away. I want to see what it's like in my house because again, there's so many things that happen when they do these demos. I mean, they want everything to be run and work perfectly. When I can do it in my own home and with my hardware, that's when I can really say it's great. But I think Pimax has a good chance to be, if they keep doing the right things, they keep rebuilding their reputation. They are getting better for sure, and that's all I can ask from them right now is to improve everything they have. They're still making headsets, and man, I am so curious to see what this new Crystal is going to be.
Yeah. They've even redone their website, which
they did. It looks way better, right? Yeah, it was so bad.
It needs a little work, but it's definitely better than it was.
I know, it was so bad. It was so cringe, and their software has gotten better too. The Pi Tool was terrible when they first came out with Pi Tool, which is their software that helps run it on your computer.
I wonder if that'll fix the jank you had with your wheel.
It's very possible because what it was is when you had to update Pi Tool, the update process was breaking because of the drivers. So I should probably try it with the new drivers. Yeah, for sure. Z-Storm says they have a chance to do really good. Don't mess up anymore, and that's God. I pray that every day. I really do. If they can continue on the trend that they are and don't go backwards to what they used to do, that's what the hope for Pimax is. But again, I'm extremely interested in Pico. Pico is a player, guys. Pico is a big player just because they are backed by ByteDance. They have the wherewithal. They have the ability to do special things and make great headsets, and they can make them affordable, just like Meta can. And they're pushing really, really hard. They want to be a player here. They want a seat at the table, and I have a pretty good feeling that they're going to get a seat at the table. Okay, let's give away a game. Let's give away a game.
Painting VR.
Did you play Painting VR?
I did. I did a review.
Was it good? Did you love it?
I did.
Would you rather play Cooking Simulator VR or Painting VR?
Well, Cooking Simulator was
Modly.
Oh my god.
Or Car Parking Simulator.
Oh my god. Yeah. Those are all stellar games, dude.
Oh, thank God that we have those, and Ubisoft has to cancel Splinter Cell because we need more car parking simulator games.
What did I get? I got an email from Square Enix or something like that where it was a Power Wash Simulator or Power Wash VR, dude.
Shut up, really?
Oh my God. What in the hell is going on with this world, bro? What is the matter with people? That I can't get fucking Splinter Cell in VR, but I get Power Wash VR so I can go wash my car in VR.
I will pay $20 to have Nash stream car washing VR.
Oh my God! Hold on.
The game that with your voice right now being sick.
I know, right?
With your Go XLR is really weird.
It sounds like I'm using the Go XLR right now, but I'm not. Yeah.
Power Wash Sim is so good, dude.
Z-Storm, I'm gonna lose it. Yeah.
Power Wash Simulator, dude. Clean me.
God, it's on Steam. She's not kidding.
How is this a game, yo?
I don't know. See, that kind of shit I question. But cooking, come on.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Amazing.
D, this is cooking with water.
No, it's
the same shit. It's same time management garbage. It's brain numbing garbage. I would rather go play Barn Finder VR than Power Wash VR.
Oh my God.
Oh man. We have games like Red Matter 2 coming, and Moss Book 2 that we just played, and we're talking about
look at the reviews on this game. Was released July 12th, 2022. July 14th, sorry. So a week ago. 21,000 overwhelmingly positive reviews.
Power Wash Simulator pulls some of the most views in existence on YouTube. He says, "I shit you not, it's a great game."
It's that ASMR feeling, right? That everyone's got to watch because they want to watch it.
No, we're not going down
hear a
this road, bro.
mash coming up.
We are not going down this
Oh,
road.
It's
Power Wash
$35
Simulator.
Canadian.
Is it
Holy
really? Is it 30?
crap.
What? I got to look at
Shit.
this again now. What is it?
Yeah.
How dare this company charge?
$24.99.
Okay, it's $24.99. It's Canadian. You're talking Canadian.
I said $34.
Yes, he
Canadian.
said Canadian.
You got to
dude.
stop giving out Canadian
You got
numbers
the Rona in your
Canadian
ears,
dollar,
man?
the Canadian,
The Canadian dollar
even
is basically a
Rona,
worthless
bro?
piece of shit right now. Bro, I'm telling you. I can't even. I tried to give them
Oh my
$5 when I was in
God.
Canada, and they gave me $500 back.
Dude.
I think it's
Oh, you
$1.39 for every Canadian dollar right now. $1.39 American for every Canadian dollar. I think that's right. Todd just died of corona. Sorry, bro. I got you. I'll speak
Yeah,
for
you
you.
got him.
I'll
Okay.
speak
You're
for
not
you and
even
tell
sick,
everybody
bro.
how much you hate cooking.
Oh my god.
Oh man, too funny. Yeah, Power Wash Simulator. Z, when are you streaming Power Wash Simulator, man? I gotta watch. I gotta catch that one. I want to see
God.
that one.
Can we play the trailer? Because I've never
Yeah, let's see it. Let's play the trailer.
I
man.
want to see this.
We're already down this rabbit hole now. We might as well fucking see
Might
the
as
whole.
well go a little
Yeah.
further, dude.
Yeah.
Let me do
let's
let me do this painting VR first because it's a hurry up.
Z says it's not in VR. He's been begging them. We can Vorpex it. PD, are you out there? Can you figure out? Can you get a hook in Vorpex for Power Wash VR so we can play this in Mod Month? That's what we need. We need to be able to play Power Wash VR. Hendrick's toy.
Hendrick.
I got this wheel now. I know when it's going to stop, where it's going to stop now. Z says no Vorpex. No, don't do it. Oh my God, PD has already made a video on Power Wash VR and VR. Power Wash in VR. No way. Did he really? I want it. I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna go play it now. Oh man. Why do we even need Ubisoft to make Splinter Cell now? Because we got Power Wash VR. Power Wash VR, cooking simulator. So good, man. So good. Mickey Burr says, I'm waiting for Power Ashi Wash. You guys remember Ashi Wash? Ashi Wash was a feet washing simulator game. Like
What?
feet washing was like a serious thing, like in Asia. And yeah.
See.
Power Wash is better than Splinter Cell.
You're dead to me, bro.
Dude,
He's stoned.
you're never coming back on the
He's
show.
so high right now, bro. He's stoned.
Oh,
He's
that
completely wasted.
Mash is gonna revoke your invitation, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh
god.
shit, too funny. All right, let's see. Do we have this video?
Just wait, Jesus Christ.
Dude.
You should have this already. How is this not
Dude, he's
on
got
our
the
radar?
Rona.
I know, right?
Leave him alone.
Jesus.
Fine.
Some games
Mona.
hide mystery in their titles, practically begging for every narrative thread to be pulled on to discover the secrets behind those words. Power Wash Simulator is not like this. Its direct name reveals that it is exactly what you think
that
it
fun
is. The chance to
sprayer
live
you
out
can
your
use.
fantasy
I can
as
see
a
the
boiler
toilet.
gun
Lord.
for hire, moving from job to job until
Oh,
all the dirt
no.
is blasted into oblivion. There's not a great deal of variety in such a career. A monotony can sink in,
Oh,
but a
God.
fundamentally simple
feel like
yet
I need to clean
satisfying
my
style of
apartment now
gameplay
after
provides a
watching.
great way to chill out across numerous,
cleaned it
generously
yesterday.
sized levels. Yes, it is just simulating the usually mundane act of hosing down your patio once a year, but Power Wash Simulator elevates itself above what could so easily become tedium by subtly gamifying the chore and shoving the most annoying parts under the rug. Anyway, let's not.
It's
try to
all
get too
fucking annoying.
philosophical
How
about
are you
it.
shoving
Here's
the
my
most
review,
annoying
in
parts
which I
under the
analyse
rug?
again
I know
about
that
washing
is
a
annoying.
30-foot high shoe.
How is this not in VR?
Good clean
I don't know.
fun.
There's something therapeutic about Power Wash Simulator.
Please stop.
Maybe it's
Please,
because
please stop.
Oh,
please,
come
please.
on.
Please stop.
I can't even sit through that anymore.
I'm gonna
Oh my
wish
God.
list that shit right now.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, you know what?
How is
I
that not a
mean,
VR game? That could be a quest
the-
game for sure.
I did. What a low point for this channel.
You call that a low point?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my
God.
Atlanta.
Holy shit, dude. That's the worst thing ever. I would rather play, I don't know, earwax picking VR
Oh, I thought you were gonna
or toenail picking VR than power wash. Power washing is not fun when you're doing it in real life. Why would you want to go do it in VR?
clean freaks. It is, cleaning. It's cleaning.
How are you even? Look at me. Look. How are you really trying to fight me on this dog shit of a game? I mean, really? How are you?
I just love fighting with
Who are
you,
you
dude.
guys?
Come on.
Like, what fucking universe am I in that we're debating power wash in VR?
God damn. I'm not kidding.
You're melting in the heat that is your face.
Seriously. Guys, what are we talking about here? Man, and people make me think I'm irrational. I swear. Like,
Go to point 8 on our notes.
oh, Eric will be reviewing Food Girl's bubble drink stand next week.
Oh God.
Oh, I can't wait to do Food Girl's bubble drink stand.
Oh my god.
食用系少女マダムのドリンクスタンドあのバカ
I'm still doing
から
this.
材料仕入れてく
You
れて
damn
る
right you are.
We need a vortex hook for this.
材料を
This is VR.
どこに材料があるか
Yep.
私はタピオカミル
It's
ク
in
ティ
the
ーそれ
VR
よ
theme fest.
自身が材料に決まってるじゃない
You wanted a VR game.
Oh
Here
my
you
god.
go.
これで緑茶の出来上がりよ簡単でしょ
Oh my
さら
god.
に回転する
It's bubble tea. Come
I
on.
love this. This is
Good.
fantastic.
Oh my god.
So
Aw,
good,
dude.
So good. I can't wait. Oh man. I'm so happy that thank God we're making room. Ubisoft, cancel Assassin's Creed now so we can get bubble tea in there. All right. Let's
Oh my
move on
God.
before I completely lose my shit.
Yeah. Vash gets to live his anime waifu fantasies.
Absolutely. Who doesn't want to do anime like schoolgirl stuff? I mean, that's going to be so much fun. All right, let's talk about.
Just so you know.
I saw it on note 8. Let's talk Shock Troops because there is an actual really good game coming. This is an actual game coming next week, and it's Shock Troops is coming next week from Garage Collective. Our buddy Cyril over at Garage Collective. I already have played parts of this game early on. Probably about a month and a half ago, I played the first level of Shock Troops, and if you remember Garage Collective, they do some different style of art with their games. It's more like an 8-bit kind of pixelated look to it, look to their games.
Yeah.
So if you're looking, this is not, you have to get by the fact that this is not photorealistic, a game. This is an art style of game, and it's super cool. It looks really good. It's done really well. The gameplay is great, man. I love the dual wielding of the weapons and the upgrades, and it's very, very cool. And this is dropping next week.
An unknown enemy has been conspiring against humanity. Your mission is to investigate and terminate the threat with extreme prejudice. Kill them all.
I love the 8-bit like fire explosions and
The
shit.
bullets are even like square.
So good.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting like Duke Nukem vibe.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
The old
very
Wolfenstein.
Doom or Duke Nukem, where the bosses, the Pico move, they just kind of slide along the floor.
Yeah.
So a good mixture of like great graphics and nostalgic graphics. Yeah, that's good.
Join the shock troops.
Did you see what PD just said?
What do you say?
We just pre-ordered Power Wash Bubble DLC.
Yes, we've done it. We've done our job. We promoted these great games. Cancel all your wish list for Assassin's Creed VR and go get Power Wash Bubble DLC. Woo! But this game looks freaking crazy. Now, Garage Collective made a game years ago called Theta Legion, which was really, really good. And this is kind of the successor, a little bit of a successor to Theta Legion. This is a quote from Cyril. Shock Troops is thematically connected to Theta Legion. The lore is the same. The logos are similar. They both exist in the same universe and deal with similar threats. But it's also a brand new game with new art, new gameplay, a lot more story, a lot of additions and improvements on the previous formula. And we wanted the name to reflect that to players. We realized that the outdoor portions of Theta Legion or the more open approach of the island of Harlath in Stones of Harlath, which was our other game, were very popular with our players. We'll be designing the sequence of indoors versus outdoor spaces in Shock Troops to reflect this. And yeah, I mean, that was one of the levels that I played in Shock Troops was you're inside a space station. You're down those. It had a very like Aliens kind of feel to it because you're in those like space station corridors and there's a whole bunch of things coming at you. But then at one point you actually go outside onto the outer levels of the PlayStation on all these gangways, gangplanks and then walkways outside. And it gives you a whole different atmosphere, which is super cool. And it was well done back then. Like I was like, it was only one level, but I was like super like proud of what he had done so far.
What they've done. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So, but
it does look cool. I like that whole mashup.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stones of Harlath was really, really good. Did you guys play that one or see that one? Stones of Harlath. It's a Quest 2 game. I want to say I think it's App Lab, but it may be Quest Store proper. But I think it's App Lab. But it's really, really good. And it's if you're looking for like a dungeon crawler type game, it's not really a dungeon crawler because you actually have outdoor environments there too. But if you're looking for like for an old 8-bit style of game like Zelda, it has a very cool Zelda feel to it. So Stones of Harlath is really good, and I think it's fairly cheap too. But yeah, it's a really good game. And then this one, which is the spiritual successor to Theta Legion, Shock Troops. And man, this is going to be a good game. Put this on your wish list. You're going to want to go play this game. It's really good. And I love the dev, man. Cyril is a good dude. Garage Collective does good stuff. You just need to get that whole idea. There's people that just hate this style of game. So if you were like, I hate anything that doesn't look like photorealistic images, this is not that game. Okay, this is not meant to be that game. They're not trying to be that game.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
What are you gonna say?
She wants to say just like some people like the cooking games. Some people don't like the cooking games.
Nobody
likes it's the same theory.
So I'm nobody? Is that what you're saying? I'm nobody?
Again, here's the deal. These cooking
that's
games.
what he's saying.
You're just like everybody else who wants to fight for these games that you say, yes, these games are great, but you never go play them. Nobody does. Everybody wants to everybody wants to fight for them. Yeah, I love these games. They're great. When was the last time you played them? If I could find out your hours in this game, I guarantee it's not even a quarter of any other game you have. So just because you have a game and you can say, I like this game, doesn't mean you play it. Doesn't mean it's any good.
That's not my point. My point is there are people that play it. And
it's
not me.
Does,
I've admitted
nobody wants
Tell that to the 20,000 people that
22,000 people that gave it a good review. Yeah,
22,000. Sheesh. 22,000 idiots. Morons.
Damn, dude.
Freaking people. Don't make me lose my shit again, D. I just got in a better mood.
Get the knife out my back, yo. You see it?
I just got out of this bad mood.
I just got out of this bad mood, bro. Now you're gonna put me in this bad mood. I'm gonna get high voiced again. I don't want to do it.
Please, D. I want to calm down. I want to relax, girl. Why do you gotta do this to me every time?
Why you gotta do this to me, dude? Call me nobody. You heard that.
You are absolutely loving Moss Book 2 right now, and you were going to probably end up finishing that game this weekend.
I will be finishing that game this weekend. Maybe not 100%, but I will be finishing
listen to me.
that game.
You can't go back and finish that game until you go back and finish every level on hardcore of Cooking Simulator.
Okay. Okay, fine.
You'd rather do that than go play Moss Book 2?
No, I didn't say I'd rather. You told
okay.
me.
All right.
I have to go finish it.
All right, I'm going to acquiesce that there are people out there that want to play these games. I guess.
Thank you.
I guess.
You're amazing, bro.
I just don't agree with those people.
And that's loud.
I know it is allowed. All right, so I will mention one more thing. I'm very excited for Shock Troops. We'll have more coming in that.
Big time.
Does it drop next Thursday? I think.
I think it's Thursday. Yeah.
I would love to. I don't know. I haven't talked to Wes, but I think this is something that we should talk to Cyril about and see if we can either play this game on Wednesday night show, or if we can at least talk about it. So I'll definitely something I'm going to talk.
Good idea.
About.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll find out. Hopefully, we'll have something more on that. So yeah, go wishlist it. And then let's talk about Red Matter, another game that I'm really looking forward to. One of my favorite all-time games, Red Matter, coming to Quest 2 and PC VR on August 18th. Not next week, no, August 18th, right?
Next month. August,
yeah. But I just want to mention it because we finally did get a date, and we haven't talked about it since then. And Vertical Robot is so good, man. They still, the original Red Matter is still probably one of the best looking Quest games. Quest 2. Yeah, actually, it was a Quest game before it was a Quest 2 game. So
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are geniuses the way they do this game, and it's just done really well. And it looks like there's going to be more to do in this game now than there even was in the original. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it looks like a lot more movement. You actually have
Let's
weapons.
all play the good games, guys, so we can get rid of the Bubbles drink stand. Yeah.
Don't go down that road again.
Dude, you just said you wanted to get out of this bad whatever. So quit bringing this shit up. Next subject.
Artful says, did they talk about the Pico Neo 4, the Pico Neo 4 Pro Pix? And we did. And but Mepper said I started talking about it, but I quickly got off of it because I needed to go on a rant about cooking games. We gave it quite a bit of time, actually. The Pico 4, I thought. There's not a lot there to look at yet. But the pictures of the lenses and the pictures of some of the patents that they filed, and the FCC filings that they did, actually, not the patents, but the FCC filings, looks definitely interesting, and I am very much looking forward to it. Again, I can't say enough how impressed I am with Pico products. Now, I always had a problem, and Todd was the same way. We had a problem with the way they rolled out their last rollout, but we were very excited about the actual headset. So and that continues for us. I think. I mean, I don't want to speak for you, Todd, but I think
no, totally does.
We're both excited over what Pico will be able to do. I think Pico eventually will be a major player in the standalone headset market, whether that be in China, whether that be here in Europe, and whether that be here in the North American market. I don't know exactly, but I think there's a chance that they're a major player in all of those markets, and they probably at some point will be right, neck and neck with Facebook and Meta or Quest or however we want to say it. So yeah, I'm extremely looking forward to.
Which is what I think is needed. Like they need a direct competitor, and this is going to be it.
Yeah, we were extremely excited when that was originally announced, and it was just the rollout that we had issues with. Again, and it never took away from our excitement for the technology and what they were doing. And some of these photos of the lenses that they have and they're working on looks really interesting. I don't want to get into too many of the technical parts of it. But
there's just not enough to go by yet, so we'll wait for more news.
I'm assuming the Pico Neo 4 Pro will probably be what the Cambria will be, most likely. I'm assuming, their Pico Neo 4 will probably be what the Quest 3 will be. I think. I don't know, but I think the Pro will probably be more akin to what the the.
And I haven't written the Cambria off. I'm still intrigued.
Oh yeah, no, I'm extremely
so quiet.
intrigued.
Like we don't know. Well, the last little while has been very quiet.
We just don't know what the prices of the Cambria is going to be, and that's where things get a little dicey, because I think there's a point where you price yourself out of the market for most mainstream players, and even PC players that are like super niche on what they want. You know what I mean? There are a few out there that will buy this tech. I mean, you still can price even some of those people out depending on how high you go. And I'm a little bit nervous about the Cambria. Just Again, not about the tech. I'm nervous about the price point. So, Z Storm said he sent you an image, Todd, on Discord.
Oh my god, you're gonna lose your mind when you see this.
Do I want to see it? I was gonna say, send it to me first before we put it up.
No.
Don't listen to her. She's
gone now. D has left the building.
He has left the building. I'm just gonna blow this up so I can see it. Oh my god.
Oh.
This is direct comparison in a week between after the fall footage or after the fall playtime on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
All users, not just like Storms. This is not his specific statistics. This is how many people are playing after the fall and how many people are playing Power Wash Simulator.
Oh, don't even give that to me.
Oh,
No.
jeez.
You're just gonna depress me.
I need to
You're just gonna
see
depress
this.
me.
No,
I mean, look.
no,
You
this
guys
is
might
good
want to
info.
listen to me. You guys might want to prove your point. But if you think this is good for VR, seriously, if you think this is good for VR and you're laughing about this, then you guys are dead wrong. And I'm not kidding now, because this is bad for VR. I'm telling you right now, these numbers are bad. I don't care
If
what you
there's
say. You might enjoy
25,000 people playing it in VR. How is that bad for
Bad.
VR?
It's bad for VR because they're not going to they're going to stop making games that they don't think they can make money on, which are games like Ubisoft and with Ubisoft.
No, I think these are
and
entry level
Splinter Cell.
games to get people into the headset, and then they're going to see Splinter Cell and be like, "Holy fuck, I can do that too."
I'm telling you guys, this is not good. Not good. If you want to see high level VR, this is not what you want to see. Trust me. That's the last thing I'll say about that. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's talk about what do we have? We talked about Red Matter. What else do we have, guys? Oh, let's talk about next week. We got some cool stuff coming next week, though, right?
Yeah.
Here's a game that I can get behind. Here's a game that I can get behind that's very approachable, that everybody can play, that's a fun game, that is not mindless nonsense, and that is Walkabout Mini Golf. And I think everybody can agree that Walkabout Mini Golf is probably one of the best games you'll play in VR. And the new Labyrinth course is coming next week. Are you guys excited about the Labyrinth course?
Yeah, huge. Like everything they come out with.
Jim Hall, you want to see Tyrant membership, Tyrant censorship? There you go, bro. There's your Tyrant censorship as I delete your message.
Dude.
Oh God, I love it. So are you guys excited for Labyrinth? So it's coming next week. We have some giveaways coming this week. We have a huge thing going on in the group right now with Hello Real giving away 12 of the Pro Swings, and then Walkabout Mini Golf also giving away 12 copies of the game with the DLC. How freaking crazy amazing is that, right?
Yeah, super amazing. Like, these guys
are you guys excited for Labyrinth?
Apart.
Are you like big Labyrinth fans?
The Babe. Who that? I haven't seen that movie in the longest time, but it is on my list of favorite like childhood, grown up movies.
Yeah, that and like Never Ending Story and.
Oh my God! Oh, don't make me sad.
Oh, you're gonna talk about the horse? Never Ending.
Oh, dude, don't bring no.
What was the horse's name again? Was it Atreyu?
Oh,
No, Atreyu's the kid.
What was the horse's name?
I can't remember.
Oh, remember that he's trying to pull him out of the mud, and oh man,
dude, no, that's the sad part. I didn't want it. No,
dude, who didn't love the horse?
Yeah,
I know. Never Ending Story was great. All these, but Labyrinth was so good too.
Oh, yeah. David Bowie, dude.
David Bowie was in Labyrinth, man. That was so cool.
Yeah.
The Babe.
Mepper just said that Bradley's talking about some Cambria stuff today, and he said the leak to Bradley says that the Quest Pro will be $1,500 for a full package, and that's coming in late October.
Hadn't heard that yet.
1,500 is, I think it's I think that's actually an okay price. I'm thinking about it. I mean, it's not
exactly what I said it would be worth.
Trust me, I don't want to take 1,500 in my pocket, but I think that does still put it in the range of somewhat affordable for people. It doesn't put it out of the range, right? Right? I mean, I think
I don't think so. I still need to do a side by side with.
I was thinking 1,800 would have been like too much. I thought between 1,800 and 2,000, if they went that high, was going to be too much. I think they needed to be somewhere between 12 and 15. And if that's accurate, Oh man, I'm kind of into that. I'm kind of there. I'm kind of 1500. I'm feeling it at 1500 if it to do whatever. What do you think, Todd? I mean, you were super Cambria, so I mean, would you buy it for 1500
Well,
from
with
what
all
you
the
know so
like,
far?
with what I know so far and what I know about other tech so far, now I'm I don't know, right? Like I don't know. I'd have to see more side by side comparisons to see, or just buy a few of them.
Todd's gonna have 5 headsets. His wife's gonna divorce him. He'll be living in a
I
van
already
down by
told
the
her, I
river
said-
with 20
I said,
headsets in his
expect,
car.
expect me to have 6 headsets by Christmas. She's like, what?
Oh man, I don't know. I think I'm in 1500 is trust me, that's expensive, but for what that headset is and what it and really kind of what it's geared toward, I think that's a really good price actually.
Compared to the Index, which costs like what with everything with the base stations
It's
and the
1,000.
headset. Not that
Yeah.
far of a
No.
jump.
No, what's people saying here? Let's take a look.
He says it's gonna be something for us to play with, but it's not gonna be our daily driver headset yet.
Yeah, I don't. It depends. I mean, if it can do both, I mean, that's ideally what you want it to be. If you could do like, especially for somebody like Todd, if you could use this as your daily driver gaming headset, but you could also use it for business, I think that's ideally where we want to be, right? And then that makes that 1500 a different story. Then you're getting your high end, VR headset for for doing gaming that we all like to do. So you can play your bubble wash and your and super high graphics with your bubble wash and your
And
power wash
repeatedly shoot
simulator.
aliens over and
Yeah,
over.
I
and
know,
over.
right? It's so fun, like
Yeah.
killing people in Call of Duty over and over and over. I know it's garbage.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, but I really seriously though, I think if you put those things together, that makes that price way more affordable now.
Yeah, and with all the talk about perhaps replacing your laptop, like I already work in VR, so
Right.
granted, not as much as I'd like to, and if this can facilitate me to do that more, I would definitely look into it. And hell, it could be a write-off.
Exactly.
Wolf,
Yeah, I mean, I
just popped into the chat real quick. Said, "What up, Wolfie?"
Hey, what's up, Wolveraza? How you doing, man? Yeah, I'm curious at 1500 again. I don't think it's gonna. You're not going to sell a ton of these at 1500. It's not going to pull the average Quest 2 user into the Cambria.
No,
it's not going to happen. But I think your people that are super into virtual reality who want the high end gaming, if it can offer that, if it can offer me something different that I can get on my Quest 2 with AR, with working in business and with it as well. I think that makes it something special, and I think that's where they're pushing for. Now we just have to take that and see what all these other headsets are going to do, also, because that's going to be where the, what's the price going to be for these other headsets? What's Apple coming with if they do come up with something, relatively quickly?
I have zero interest in the Apple product. I don't know.
I do
why,
too, but I know a lot of people. A lot of people will buy Apple because it's Apple, though, and
That was me.
That could be the
couple
reason
years
I
ago.
don't want to buy it.
Oh, really? Or were you part of the Apple ecosystem?
Oh God, I had the watch, I had the phone, I've got the MacBook, and just the way everything communicated together was fantastic. But I've also been one to hop back and forth from Apple to Samsung Galaxy, and I've actually held on to this Samsung for long enough to pay it off. So I think I'm kind of done with Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what Artful says is true, that Cambria is not for commercial buyers. So it's not for consumer, it's more for business. But if we do both, again, I think it will be it's going to be able to play VR. You're going to be able to play VR on it. And it will be high-end
it's
VR.
going to connect to the store. It's going to, all that's going to be the same.
Right. And it will be
just
high-end
price
VR.
tag's
The
gonna
visuals are going to be great. The screens are great. The lenses are great. You're going to, I'm hoping you're going to have non-compression on your cable, going from your PC to your headset.
Yeah,
so,
if they do like Pico did, that would be fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Z-Storm says PSVR 2 is the only thing I'm beyond hyped for. And
Destiny VR.
I think many of us are all on board with PlayStation VR. I'm definitely getting it, but to me, I'm getting it more for the games than I am for the headset. Now, the headset's going to be great, but to me, there's going to be games that I can't play anywhere else that's why I'm going to go for the PSVR 2. Now I'm super interested to see what the headset does. I'm with the facial interface and having haptics built in, eye tracking. The controllers look amazing. I think they're going to be something special. But again, to me, whenever we say PlayStation VR 2, it's always because I want to go play this game or I want to play that game. Like every time we say it, Dee says Destiny. She doesn't say,
Okay.
"Oh, the headset." She says Destiny because
Destiny VR.
it's all about again. It's all about the to me with PlayStation.
Content.
It's all about the content, right?
It's my
So
dream game. Seriously, when that gets announced, I need people to come check on me because I
well,
might
she'll,
have
she'll,
coronary.
oh, you'll just be stuck at home. You like never leave the house.
I don't leave the house anyway. Are you kidding me?
Then you'll
dude?
never be playing cooking games. I can't wait till those days are coming. You'll never play cooking games again.
Could you
Well,
imagine
not
doing your day
again.
job, D, inside the headset? You could totally do that.
You could do it if the
Totally do
headset
that.
was comfortable enough. You could do it. You just
If
and
I
we're gonna
didn't,
get to that point.
if I wasn't in a phone role in my position, then why not? You know,
But we could transfer
I'm
the
already
phone world
sit-
through to the Quest.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think Flo would like that so much.
I don't think Flo doesn't have
Screw
to know.
Flo. Screw Flo.
Dude, you better
Don't
watch
say
it.
All right,
She
I'm only
freaking
kidding.
watches.
Is Tina in chat? Oh, I don't want to get in trouble.
No, she's out at some concert this weekend.
Oh, good for her.
So,
All right, so but back to what we're trying to wrap up here with is we have some amazing things going on, Todd, and can you put a link into the YouTube Facebook post for that giveaway? So if you want to win get a chance to win a Hello Real Pro Swing Golf Club, if you want to get a chance to win a copy of Walkabout Mini Golf and the DLC, the Labyrinth DLC, we have 12 of them we're giving away. 12 packages. That's a crazy giveaway. Thank you to Mighty Coconut and to Hello Real, and in conjunction with Q2C VR Gamer, we're still doing these giveaways, man. And we were saying we have crazy giveaways going on because we still have the Shadowgate giveaway going on, Todd. We still have, which I think we're going to draw. We were supposed to draw on Thursday. I think I'm going to draw on Monday, and then we'll start our last one after that. Yeah, we still have giveaways that you can still get into for the Shadowgate wands, the Shadowgate coins, and then the Shadowgate shirts. So always have that going on right now for celebrating 35 years of Shadowgate, and everybody's worked really
I got
hard.
my wand in the mail the other day.
Did you? Let's see. You got it there?
Yeah, hang on. It's right behind me.
I'm gonna make the sick guy get up and go get his wand.
yeah, he might.
Todd can barely move with COVID. I'm like, hey, go get it.
Yeah, go get see.
These wands are really, really nice, though. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're a fan of Shadowgate, even if you're not a fan of Shadowgate, you just want a cool wand, man.
Good thing I put pants on.
Oh my god.
Yeah, right.
That's so
Todd's
awesome.
doing it in his underwear.
There it is. Look at that.
Yeah, it looks really good, right? It's done really, really well. The shirts are great too. The shirts are fantastic. The Shadowgate shirts, and then we have the microfiber cloths as well. So
Yeah,
Nice.
they're good. You did a good job.
I want one that actually shoots fire.
I'm
That's
trying
what
to
I
figure out a way how I can make this light up. I'm working on that.
Oh yeah, I tried to get Jason to do that, but he was like, "Screw you, bro."
He's lazy.
He's like, screw you, bro. This is hard. Oh, that voice is really bad. I don't like that one at all. I don't like that voice at all because it's like really weird. You know, you
It's
gotta go
almost
high
you.
pitch.
That's
there,
weird.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, that's
Yeah,
the one
no,
you say
this
is
one is
weird.
normal. This
that
one's
one?
super sexy. This one is the sexy one. You know it, girl.
Yeah. So,
Oh
yeah. I
my
mean,
God.
I tried to get Tass to do it, but he was like, "Dude, I'm already doing enough work. I don't need more." But yeah, Todd, work on that. Todd, work on that. All right. So we also have what else we got going on too?
Swordsman giveaway. You got that wrapping up here soon?
PD says if he wins, can he swap it for Power Wash? Absolutely. I may go out and contact the dev for Power Wash and get like 20 keys, and we'll just do a whole bunch of.
Dude.
Just spam them in
Do you
chat.
think if I ever went to like Beat Games or Power Wash or like Cooking Sim or anything, I should just go get and talk to them and be like, guys, let's do a promo, and I'll get a whole bunch of keys at these games and give them away.
Yeah,
would
of course
love
they would
that.
do it. Why wouldn't they?
I would love to do that.
But
That'd
they're
be
not
so
VR
cool.
games. That one's not VR.
No, I know.
You need to go to them
Well,
and say, hey, we need to get you into VR.
I know.
The Chinese market would love Power Wash in VR. Come on.
I agree. Ashi Wash, Power Wash VR. Your feet, power washing your feet in VR.
$1 million title right there.
But that's bad for VR, remember?
Yeah, it is. Really bad. Yeah, it is. All right, so what else do we got here? One more giveaway we got going on. We have a giveaway going on for Swordsman that is going to end this next Thursday, and that's for the Swordsman. We have a hoodie, we have a hat, we have the huge mouse pad of the map of the Swordsman universe, and
Cool.
and what else do we have from them? We have something else. The hoodie, the hat, the mouse pad, and one other
2
thing.
game keys.
2 game keys. There you go. Thank you very much. So if you want to get into that one too, that one's pretty good. Again, so we have so much going on right now. It's crazy. And we're starting another one next week, Todd, and we have a little clip, right? For that one.
Yep, yep, yep.
I love the music. It's so chill, dude.
Can you feel the vibe?
Can you feel the vibe?
I can feel the vibe.
So yeah, that's just a little tease that that little video is going to drop this weekend and in a couple different places, and we're going to do a little promo with Real Optics and then Hello Real again, but this time with the Hello Real gun stock, the gun controller stocks, and do a couple things. So it'll be fun. It'll be a cool teaser, and we're going to give some Q2C stuff away with that too. So
It does say Friday the 29th in the video, but it is Thursday the 28th.
it
That'll
is.
happen.
Hopefully they're working on that, fixing that now. But yeah,
Yeah.
Thursday the 20. We'll have more info next Thursday's show. But yeah, that'll be fun. But more and more and more and more, Todd, and more.
Yeah, right? Never stops.
Never stops. All right, so guys, it's Saturday. It's 6:00. Let's get the heck out of here. I got tons of cooking games I need to go play, so I'm ready for next week's show so we can talk about these things.
Excellent.
I'm
Excellent.
super stoked. I mean, so excited. Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
Let's give our last game key away.
Yeah, let's do that. D needs to get out of here so she can play. What are you going to play?
Yeah,
Are you
I'm
going to
gonna
play
go.
Moss?
I'm
What are
gonna
you going
go.
to play? Are we streaming tonight, D? I don't even know. Me and you are kind of
Dude,
fighting
I
right
don't
now.
know.
Me and
We're kind of
Yeah.
fighting. Like I feel this tension now, and I don't know if I
Yeah.
can stream tonight. I don't know.
no, seriously, are we going to
We
stream
should-
tonight?
We should split screen. I'll go go with,
With your
cooking
cooking
and
game?
you'll do
Beat Saber?
after the fall. Or, yeah, why not?
Oh my god, that would be so funny.
I think, man, I want some more red discs, D.
I know I do too, but that freaking horde mode to get that takes forever.
I think what we should do, here's what if we do stream, it'll probably be like 9:00. I think I'm thinking like 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Wait,
And-
Z says he's down for after the fall. Okay,
Nice.
go.
I was thinking
Do this.
after the fall,
That had me.
and then maybe we jump
Go, Z.
into some what we talked about last week, guys. Let's go some dash after that. Let's do some after the fall and dash around 9 Eastern. What do you think? And then we do cooking. We could
We.
clash
You
of
just said
chefs.
we.
Yeah, we'll do class of
We.
chefs. We could do 2-player class of chefs, right? 3. Actually, we can do up to 4 people.
4 people in that, yeah.
Clash of chefs.
I
That
do.
would be a
I
great
seriously,
stream.
I want this. I want this so bad now.
I actually
wanna
played
see
Clash
you
of
do this.
Chefs. It's not terrible. It's not terrible.
But it's a cooking game. It's,
a
bad for
fun,
VR.
It's a fun party game. It's fun when
It-
you're like throwing
that's-
shit at each
yeah.
other. And, yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah, I know. I did it. I reviewed it. It wasn't. Again, how am I gonna say this?
You're crap, everybody. Good night.
Oh my
God,
land.
I'm dying.
Oh man, I just don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I hope.
Didn't Zenith climb this? Didn't Zenith Z-Storm climb the throne in Zenith naked the other day?
He did. He had a video where he climbed it with no armor, no
Yeah.
clothes, and
Nothing.
like 0
Level 1.
Level 1. So
No
he's got
stamina
no
upgrades.
stamina, nothing. And I think he made. I didn't watch it all the way through, but I think he made it. I'm pretty sure he made it.
I love you, man. You're so funny.
Who, me? Why? What did I do?
No, you Z-Storm.
Not you.
Not you, brother.
Travel Man says, "Gotta work. Dash can make Todd hurl. Might make him feel better. Yeah, maybe if he'll
Definitely.
puke, you'll feel better.
Definitely not happening.
Hussein X says there's a new update for after the fall. You got to cook
Gotta cook
food
the
at the
snowbirds.
reception before you go out and do the harvest run. Oh my god! Can you imagine killing my favorite game with cooking in it?
Can you imagine if you
Dude,
had to
the
like
tank
cook food
kills
for
it.
like upgrades? You had to actually make like Zenith. You had to make a sandwich before you could go do a run.
Oh, I know.
God.
It'd be great. It'd be great.
That'd be hilarious.
I think I may have a new. Beat Saber might no longer be my worst. My most
Oh God,
favorite.
no!
It might be.
No, are you serious?
It might be cooking games.
Cooking games might be my biggest nightmare now, because you guys have shown to me that cooking games are the wave of the future, and I may have to
Dude,
start playing a different
When
type
did
of.
you hear me
Snow
say?
That's
What
what
you guys were
Dude.
telling me that
games
the
are
cooking games are the most
future.
are the most popular games, more popular than any other good game out there. And that
Check the recording. We
every
never said that.
every game from now on will
God,
be
these
all
shows are recorded.
will be all cooking games. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, Todd, how you feeling? Did you do good? Did we give our last game away yet? We got one more game to give away. Eternal Starlight. If you want to play Eternal Starlight is like Battle Group VR or any kind of RTS game on the Quest. It's really, really good.
It reminded me of that movie Ender's Game.
It very much. Yeah, and that's a great movie too. A great book. Z-Storm says Power Wash Simulator is definitely the future. And that's what you guys have been trying to tell me all night. Z is trying to tell me, and D and Todd, that all games are going to be shallow from now on.
Yep.
All garbage simulators.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Where'd it go?
Congratulations, Ryan Brannon, and we appreciate it. Come back next week, guys, and you'll see us give away 20 keys to garbagesimulator.com and Barn Finder and some real good stuff. We're gonna start giving good stuff away. Forget about giving away the room and
Thank God. we're not
dash
giving that away
dash.
anymore.
We're gonna give away. It's gonna be nothing but 24/7 cooking simulators from now on.
What'd you say?
Q2C
12-hour stream? What?
Q2C
Cooking simulator?
VR
What?
cooking simulator.com. Oh man, but congrats, Ryan. We appreciate you hanging in here tonight, and you got a great game. Message Todd, and you'll get you the key. And guys, I think that's gonna be it. I want to say thank you for everybody for being here on a Saturday. Sorry we delayed the show from Thursday. I just needed a little bit of break while I was out there in VRTO. And thank you, Dee, and thank you, Todd, for switching days for me and doing it on Saturday, even though you guys have terrible taste in games. But I appreciate you being here.
D, look at you. All you want to do is go back and play Moss. Don't tell me you want to play some garbage cooking game.
Moss Book 2. It's got you enraptured.
Yeah, because
you love
that's
it.
a
You love that
magical
little quill.
game. I
You
do.
love Quill.
The
I know.
one thing I wish I can do in that game more, I want to high five Quill whenever I want, and not
I
just.
thought you were going
at
to say
the
you wanted
end
to flip
of
a fucking burger, and I was going to lose my shit.
I want to.
The
Oh
one thing I
my
want to do in
God.
Moss is flip a hamburger, man. I can't do it.
Yeah.
How come I can't cut onions in Moss? Nibblehine says, when will be the next Zenith Q2C hangout? That's a good question. We should we'll talk about that. Well, we'll talk about that this Monday in our show prep for next week. We'll try and figure that out. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing that, and we just got to find some time. And next week might be a little better. We'll have to see how Todd's feeling. That's the biggest thing.
This kid's kind of being a wuss about this whole COVID thing, like it's a problem or something. I don't know.
Oh my God!
Think about all the VR you can play.
Oh.
You can just hang and play VR all week. But
Was my plan, but I don't think that's
yeah,
enough.
it doesn't work, man. When you're not feeling good, the last thing you want to do is put a VR headset on. And
Yeah.
the last thing I want to do is put a VR headset on and cook in it. So, but I do want to shoot some Snowbreed. So yeah, as long as I can make this work, 9 p.m. Come hang with us. Me and D will go at it again about
Maybe.
who's got cooking games, who's better at cooking games, me or her, and we'll figure this out.
Oh,
See, we're gonna make up.
We're
We're gonna make up during
better
after
at it.
fall. We're gonna virtual hug. But it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna talk you out of playing any more crap games. It's gonna be fine, bro. Don't
No,
worry.
I'm gonna create my YouTube page and I'm gonna do a 12-hour cooking simulator. stream,
Lovely.
dude.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Oh my
24/7
God.
D 24/7 cooking games. Here we go.
Yep.
Garbage
24
of the
hours
D.
straight. 24 hours straight.
I love it. It'd be like Tass when he does his 24-hour printing channel. That's a That's a page turner. I love just going in there and watching this printers print 24/7. I think I'd rather do that than go play a cooking game, to be honest with you.
Oh my god, dude.
Well, brother says, let me know if you need a gun. Yeah, absolutely. As long as as long as we can work it out for tonight, I want to do it. I just have to make sure things are going to work out. But yeah, I think we'll try and get in there and do a nice, cool stream tonight. So, all right, guys, you know the drill. If you guys could do me a favor, thumb up the video, guys. We appreciate it. Helps out a lot. Helps out way more than you know. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Because that really helps out. And then when you do that, make sure you hit the bell, because if you don't hit the notification bell, you don't know when we go live, like this, out of the norm, and you don't know when we drop new content, which is pretty much we're trying for every day almost. So we'll have something new for you guys almost every day. And all right, that is going to be it for this week. We appreciate you guys. We'll be back on your normal scheduled time next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Episode number 52 with Mateo 311. I couldn't ask for a better guest to have in for our 1 year anniversary episode. All right, guys, for my friend Todd and for the cooking simulator Queen D, peace, guys.
See you guys.
See you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.